bitches. I mean, just a laugh. How you go that run shit, baby? Yeah, so fine. For the love of the money, I ain't stupid, know what they want from me. I hate you because love is for dummies. I need two of them, none of them mommies. On through with them, that's what I do with them. I pick two of them, both of them soft, from both of them thick. They side by side, all over my dick. They claiming my house, they cooking me grits. My arms stretched out like a crucifix. Cause I don't got one, I got two in the six. Two in the bed or two in the whip. Feel like I won the championship. When I get that, then my mans get hit. Nah, he big, I'm suckers and shit. We smoking, we drinking, shit about to get lit. When you got two bitches, you do it like this, cuz I lay them side by side. Have them young ones roll my weed up side by side. Red bull and Hennessy drink side by side. Man, you know I'm about to freak them side by side. Yeah, they laying side by side. Some kiss and pussy playing side by side. Tag team, assuming I'm next. Fucking the sucker like it was the best. One answer my lap and one answer my chest. I know what's a sin, but I feel like I'm blessed. Taking the boat from the sexual quest. If they will hear me, go give me a rep. When you fuck two bitches, the fuck you expect. These bitches, they rolling the best, but we all just smoking and drinking and having the best, but they love me, they love me, they love me, they show me the best now.
Can we do this all night?
If this is a dream, I swear I'll never forget us. I lay them side by side. Have them youngest roll my weed up side by side. Red bull and Hennessy drink side by side. Man, you know I'm about to freak them side by side. Yeah, they laying side by side. Some kissing pussy playing side by side. Have them both stripping naked side by side. Watch them both masturbating side by side. By side.
Tell me about pressure. Nowadays pressure look like I'm thirsty. Pressure could look like I'm thirsty. You feel me? I wanna ride a Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride a Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. You keep on talking about applying pressure. You know pressure do bust pipes. I'm trying to fuck you every day and night. I'm trying to get it cause I know it's tight. Pop me a pill, then we take off flight. I'm a big nigga, heavy appetite. You do that little thing I really like. You love to fuck me when I got on my ice. Yes, I love you, I'ma make sacrifice. But you never ever would be my wife. You my life, but so we locked in for life. That nigga used to fuck you ugly and trite. He ain't nothing like me though. Pocket a semi, I'ma let it blow. Niggas stay fresh from head to toe. I hit the baddies all. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. ride that Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride that Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade.
Yeah. You see the foundation. Solid concrete, unbreakable. We don't bend, we don't break. Welcome to the untouchable empire. Menace, bully, aggressive, mean, vision, powerful, masters of the scheme. Built this from the dirt, yeah, the streets are my witness. Looking at these busters trying to infiltrate the crew, but the empire's locked tight, ain't nothing getting through. I see them talking loud, but their logic is flawed. Trembling in the knees every time that the real speak. They fabricated counterfeits, soft to the touch. When the pressure gets applied, man, they crumble in the clutch. Real G's don't fall, we stand tall in the grit. Haters fall like origami, man, they so delicate. Creasing at the corners every time the heat is on. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. The empire stands solid, uncorrupted and true. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
Uncorrupted kings, out here defending the dream. Permanent grip on the scene, you can't even eat without us. Why these paper mache haters move too fast and got ripped? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. They try to buy the loyalty, try to change the code, but we fam over here, untouchable empire. Ain't no price tag on the honor we hold, untouchable empire. We the diamonds in the rough, untouchable empire. We breaking the mold. Folded like paper origami. Empire solid, you can't stop this. Never corrupted, we staying the same. Touch of legends, we running the game. Real G's don't fall, we stand tall in the grit. Hater fall like origami, man, it's so delicate. Creasing at the corners every time the heat is on. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. The empire stands solid, uncorrupted and true. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
Yeah. Origami boys. Keep creasing, keep folding, ripping. We just keep building. Empire uncorrupted. We are the untouchables.
I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love. I will create such a world. I am the ghost of the Uchiha.
The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is now, start the celebration. You've been waiting for a while, thanks for being patient. I'm just here to get them mad, had them niggas hating. I'm much more than a man, this is Nino Nation. I know you think a nigga new, but I've been a don. I can see all your moves, I got the Renagon. Call Fatty up, tell him hit him with the spirit bomb. We all know them niggas sweeter than the Cinnabon. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. Wake up to reality, these slow niggas speak nothing but fallacies. I'm waiting for the day your pussy nigga come challenge me. Flawless victory, brutal fatality. Yeah, so what's the price to a god? Untouchable mob, come through and body your squad. You know who you are, I ain't gotta say your name. You claim the fame, it's only cause you stupid and lame, nigga. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. Come on. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show.
Arise.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening on this good Friday evening. Hope everything is well. Hope everything is good with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know who's in the building.
It's Nino. I'm dressed in all black, black shoes, black pants, black shirt, black.
Yes, sir. It's Nino in the motherfucking building. What's going on with you? Already got a few people backstage. Unfortunately, it's nobody that I'm supposed to be debating. Ain't that crazy? But while we waiting on the ladies who are fashionably late, let me add my guy Team Fatty to the stage right quick. You see, I think oh, there we go. And then we got my guy Batman in the building. Let's get it.
He's fatty, black Air Masses and black things here.
I got you, Fatty.
It's the makeup, Nino. They need the makeup. You see what I'm saying? So it's very fine that they're a little bit late.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of makeup, we got the little Rizzler just came through.
Oh shit!
Salute.
Oh, no crotch angle today. Guess my pressure worked. Bullying works, friends.
Hate you.
Bullying works. Thank you.
You say that she put a leg in the camera. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's how I sit in chairs. So pardon me.
You're good. Well, Zyrak sent me a message, says she's gonna be like 10-15 minutes late. So
Damn. She's on black people time? That's crazy. Or Asian.
She on Zyrak's time.
She's on that's crazy.
Well, let me do a little bit of chat roll call and we can talk about the debate. Hopefully by that time she'll be done pulled up. All right. So let's see who's in the building this evening with us. Let's see who we got. We got the triple OG in the building early. Salute to you, sir. Hope all is well. Hope all is good with you. Then we got my guy Jay Wills in the building. What's going on, sir? Appreciate you for coming through. Probably on this break. Appreciate you. We got Petty Red in the building. What's going on, Red? Hope all is well with you as well. Appreciate you. Then we got Homie. The homie is in the building. What's going on, sir? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Appreciate you. Let's see what else we got. Of course, Batman. He on the stage and in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming through, my guy. Let's see what else we got. We got Carl Anderson in the building. He said the loser is turned into a preschool like Rizz preschool or need a preschool. Yeah. Funny, but I don't know about that. You might as well go ahead and say Rizz preschool then. Appreciate you, Carl Anderson, for coming through. Appreciate you. And of course, we got my guy, Player One, in the building. What's going on, sir? Already clowning Cammy early. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get that in. But yeah, I don't know, Cammy. You want to start first, or you want to let Zyrak start first?
I mean, I guess we can start first. You know, get out the way because I know the me and Potato to Jaja with her two debates. I only got one. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we just do the debate the normal way. You know what I'm saying? You give your own statement. I'll give mine, and then we'll let the ass whooping begin. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Just remember,
'Cause
Cam.
I'm a big kid now.
Hold on, let me put
I'm
Cam in.
waiting for you, Cammy. Good luck.
We will be
Yes.
striking points for stuttering.
Yes, and the cotton candy microphone already takes you 1 point for Nino
what's wrong, bro?
for being unserious to this debate. The cotton
I
candy
don't
is for
care.
party.
Where's the I eat candy. Duh. That's my whole thing. Whatever. This is gonna be interesting. So my what?
Hold on, hold
Open
on,
stick. Okay.
hold on. I'm just gonna say y'all should take a point too for every time she say nah that I mean. You know what I'm saying? That's
Not,
right.
know what I mean?
Sure, you gotta watch it.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I
Thanks.
am better.
All right, let's get. Go ahead, you can go ahead, ladies first.
Okay, so my opening statement that we're
Hold on, hold
debating.
on. Wait, my bad. Being a bad host.
Good.
The topic that we're debating is should porn stars be allowed to have kids? Ain't that right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But FYI, this is Nino topic he wanted us to debate about. So you know what I mean? So I wanted to do my best. So
Repeat
against
it
it.
again. The prompt: porn stars shouldn't have kids.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes.
that's her
There you
take.
go. Go ahead.
Okay, so that was my opening statement. My opening statement is that I think that they shouldn't have kids, or it's not in their best interest to have kids. You know, especially for a child, because like I said, obviously people can change and stuff, but your digital footprint is always there forever. You know what I mean? Especially when you are, living that certain very, sexual lifestyle, you know what I mean, very in that explicit way. And then you have kids, a lot of bullying, a lot of psychological issues, identity crisis. It's a lot of things that go with it, especially being that lifestyle. I think that once you go in there, you kind of, you gotta make sacrifices. I think, you know what I mean. You can do it, but there's a big cost, you know what I mean, for your children, family, and stuff like that. I just think that having the kids and putting them in that kind of, already setting up for failure a little bit, or putting them, tripled that why my brain's not my brain lagging. It's just putting them down already, you know what I mean? So I think that it's just not in their best interest to have kids for the child mental state and all that stuff.
Interesting. I don't really have much of an opening statement other than this. I believe that the porn industry, being a porn star, is a legal business. They're not doing anything illegal. And if other people can have kids, despite that being a issue for the child, for example, homosexual couples can adopt the child. Trash men can have kids. Little people can have kids. All these are things that a child growing up, they might get bullied about. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a porn star kid, they might fare better than some of those other situations I mentioned. So I don't think that's a reason to say that they shouldn't have kids. I think it's just a stigma that the young Rizla has against porn stars. She hates them with a passion, and she thinks they shouldn't have kids. But I think they have every right to have children, and I'll be challenging her to find a better reason other than their kids might get bullied.
Okay. So it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I appreciate you. I've been sick. I appreciate you, for your opening and everything, and you address a few points. I definitely understand that, people like you said, little people, a lot of people have challenges in life and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the little people and stuff, they can't, really control their life, how they were born and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
What
and
about
it's not really.
Man? What about if your daddy's a trash man?
Yeah, but it's not like when it comes to porn stars, it's like really a negative thing. Also, morality part of it and stuff like that. Trash men, yeah, people, I guess clown trash men and everything. But if the trash man, I think the trash man will have more respect than a porn star because they doing something valuable in their life. They putting up the trash and stuff. They can be respected regardless of their thing. But being a porn star, in itself, especially like woman and them like that, it's already, you already know the negativity, oh, she's a whore and all this kind of stuff, right? So I definitely get what you're saying, but it's like with the corn part, they chose that lifestyle. Number one, they've been forced to do that, and like I said, it's the stigma within the stigma of being a porn star is already extremely negative, and people, like I said, I think that having a child by a porn star, like I said, they may want to change. You know what I mean? In fact, there's an actual story of Riley Reid. I forgot the other chick name. Riley Reid. She had a child and everything, and she made multiple videos crying and being upset, like y'all got to stop clowning on my child and stuff. And I even think that even her relationship, her I forgot, Riley Reid. So it was someone else, but I think this was the story too. Riley Reid, her man divorced her and stuff like that. It also affects, their relationships and stuff. So having a child and already don't have the father in the household because he's ashamed of that, that's already, like I said, setting up for failure a little bit. You know what I mean? And like I said, the stigma, having access to the internet, going online, seeing your mom in that kind of way and stuff like that. It's a lot of things that's
so
negative.
How far are we gonna go with this? What about a woman that has a sex tape out? She had sex with some guys and it's recording, it's floating around. She got a porn star, but she's got a sex tape out there. Should she have kids, or that's a wrap for her?
Like revenge porn, or it's just like once, like
no, she recorded a video. It's not revenge porn. It got out there, at the time she didn't care, but now she does. But she didn't get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? She's not a porn star. She just got a couple of sex tapes out there. Like, for example, think Kim Kardashian shouldn't have kids.
Kim K is just a total mess in regards. But since we're talking about the corn part of what? Oh, speaking of the corn, wait, Fatty said something?
I don't think he was talking.
Oh, okay, whatever. Speaking, like I was saying, the sex tapes and stuff like that. Even though, like I said, it's still a negative because it's out there, but it's not on the same aspect of a porn star. Like, they're literally getting paid. Like, it's literally all online. It's literally on the internet. You know what I mean? It's literally their whole, like, when it comes to the sex tape, even though it's online and everything, and even with that, they can hide it a little bit more, right? Because, like, even though it's online, they can,
Are you going to answer my question?
Yes.
Should Kim Kardashian have had kids? Should Kim Kardashian not have had kids?
I think she should have kids.
She got a sex tape out there, and not only that, she sold it, and it's easily found, and it's well known.
In that instance, I really don't know much about it. I know she got a sex tape, but she sold it. Like I said, it's a complicated situation. But no, I don't think that's fair because, like I said, a porn star, they live their whole career. Like, for example, right? I guess you want the sex thing because he sold it and everything, right? But like I said, that's not her career. Like, she do fashion and all that kind of stuff. She can kind of hide it a little bit. But a porn star, like I said, that's their whole career. That's literally their identity. When you think of Riley Reid and stuff like that, you already know what kind of time he is. They mom is a hoe. They know who that chick is, my man. That's like that. You can't really hide that. You know what I mean? Like, somebody else, they can little hide it. That porn star, bro, you done. You done.
You can't say that the example I gave you was Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? You said it's okay that she has kids. She is known for having a sex tape with Ray J. That's well known. You know what I'm saying? It's not a secret. If it was, she's probably more known than some porn stars. There's porn stars out here that do work, but you don't know who the hell they are. You know what I'm saying? They would have to tell you that shit for you to know that that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So if Kim Kardashian if you have no problem with her having kids, she's got 3 of them. You have 2 of them or something like that. I don't know how many she has, but she has a kid at least. I know she at least got 1. You don't have no problem with that. Then how can you then have a problem with anyone in the porn industry doing that exact same thing? If Kim Kardashian has a right to have kids, then so should any other porn star. because the
I
reason
have a problem
behind
with both of them,
the,
but
the reason and just give me land my plane right quick. The reason why I say that is because the reason behind you saying porn stars shouldn't have kids definitely exists with Kim Kardashian.
okay. I get you on that, right? And there is, I can give you this. Kim K kid, I think he was on Roblox, and there was an ad or something showing it. There's definitely challenges, right? But I have a problem with both of them, both of them. But one, like I said, Kim K, even though she's known for that, that's not her whole identity, right? She got fashion brands, stuff like that. She can kind of hide it and stuff. But when you're a porn star, that's literally your whole identity within itself. You do that, your lifestyle, you promote that, and all that kind of stuff, right? So even when she have a kid, like even when Kim K have a kid, right? Even though they might, word be talking and stuff like that, but she can probably hide it a little bit more. You know what I mean? And distract her kid. You know what I mean? And and people that see Kim K, they go and say, oh, kid, you had this, your mom's Kim K and stuff like that. There's different aspects of her. You know what I mean? For the Riley Reid, it's just even though we're Riley Reid. Or certain porn stars, they already got a certain negative. It already have a certain stigma. It have a certain stigma within it.
I don't even know who Riley Reid is.
Jason Love. Who other famous? Chickadee. The Pinky. I can go on a whole list on them. You know what I mean? But like I said, right?
You know more about them than I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Everybody don't know. Don't know why. Don't nobody know the porn stars like you know them, Cammy. You know them all.
Wow.
No.
That's all I want to say.
No, but like for example, Pinky has a kid. There's no way for her to hide that, right? Did Pinky have a kid? Pinky and Kim K have a kid, right? Yeah, Kim K have her sex tape and everything, but she have other aspects to her, right? It's not like her whole being. She do she do videos, she do fashion, like it's different aspects of her, right? When you see Kim K, there's a whole variation of her. But when you see Pinky or so, even though Pinky may do different things, but that is her thing. When you look at her, you think of that, right? So when that child when she have a kid when she have a child and people see his mom, oh, he's getting clown, he's getting trash on and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, he might have money and everything because they're born, from church, from that parent. But it's a lot of troubles in identity crisis and stuff like that, knowing that their mom is for the streets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of challenges, and people will be clowning the kid, and even the freaking porn stars, the moms of the child, they be online crying and complaining. So it's definitely a big issue. There's multiple stories of multiple of them having talking about my challenges and all that kind of stuff. And also we always talk about child being exposed to certain content earlier. They have a mom that's like that and they go to school and stuff. They are already going to get exposed to that kind of stuff. They're going to be clowning them and say your mom and stuff like that. So now they already being early access or being exposed to that to porn and stuff like that because their mom is already in it. You know what I mean? And imagine seeing your mom get back shots, bro. That is a scary.
Why don't you have the same? But the thing is, you don't have the same
So she getting all angles.
Oh, she just gonna overtalk me. How long you get to talk, Cammy? And how long can I talk? You make the rules. I mean,
all right, point of reference.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
how long do you want to have that to be, Nino? I can keep time on it.
I mean, I think a minute or 2 minutes. 2 minutes is too long.
They're doing great. Just don't do point after point after point after point. Do 1 or 2 points and let the opponent reply. I think y'all doing great. So let's go with it.
Okay. Yeah. I hear what you're saying, man. But the thing is, they might get clowned no matter what they do, and sometimes that shit ain't even gonna matter to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. People are complaining. It's somebody complaining about everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, there's somebody complaining about everything. There's plenty of things to get clowned on. Your mom being a hoe, she could be a hoe and not be a porn star. You know what I'm saying? You're not going around saying all hoes shouldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hold on. You specifically are focused on porn stars not having kids, and the reason behind it could apply to a lot of different women who don't do porn, and even applies to Kim Kardashian, who definitely is known for her sex tape. You know what I'm saying? First and forefront. You know what I'm saying? She has other stuff, but porn stars can have other stuff too. You even admitted that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that you're saying it not because it's a real issue with the kids, but because you have a stigma against porn stars for whatever reason.
Well, to answer your thing, right? You said, well, a lot of women are hoes, right? But see, the difference is, right? The porn stars are literally publicizing and their art, their work, and everything. And like I said, Jason Love is a porn star. He was in the military. He did a couple things, right? And his lifestyle, but military, a DJ, whatever he is, we all know what he does. You know what I mean? He did BBC to all the women. You know what I mean? But like I would say, that's what he's known for, right? But a lot of these hoes be out here, but the porn stars are literally online. And to be honest, they Pinky got been in so many positions. You know what I mean? In those videos, all hoes was used. And you go on the site and you see your mom. Look, I get it, we all our parents aren't perfect. We all got some things that we may be a little insecure about and stuff like that from my background. But seeing your mom, like, especially to the men on the Pan Jeremy fag, like, especially like sons, like seeing your mom in that kind of position and seeing that public lives and online.
Why would you watch it?
Someone guys go on the site just to get one rub and then the name.
Tammy, can you answer this question, please? Why would you watch it?
Why would I watch it? No, it's not.
That was Nino question. Yes.
Why would I? No, it's not that they will watch it, but if there's a video online, they looking for something else. But if there's a video that says mom or something, they're gonna be like, wait, what is wait a minute, hold on, my mom's doing that. They may not watch the whole video, but if you online, you see something, you're like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah, kind of like if you walk in on your mom while she's doing something. It's get over it. It's not a thing that's going to end that child's life. You know what I'm saying? They'll get over it. They might need a little therapy, but that could go for a lot of things. Like the reasoning behind you saying they shouldn't have kids applies to a lot of different things that I'm pretty sure that if I ask you if should broke people have kids, you're not gonna say broke people shouldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Should like I said, trash man have kids? I'm trying to think of some embarrassing type jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing more embarrassing than that.
No, I mean there is. Like if you had to clean like a cow's ass, you know what I'm saying? You the dude to stick your hand up an elephant's ass because it's constipated. I mean, it's some worse jobs than porn star, and especially and these days they not even tripping off that whole shit no more. It's damn near a whole culture. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 1925. This is 2026. People look at that shit completely different. And the main person you keep bringing up, Pinky, ain't done a porno in almost 20 years and is 300 pounds.
I don't know the ones right now. But like I was saying, right? I get what you're saying, but getting over it. Look, even my man homie in the chat thing I'm thinking about is I'm traumatized. Look, like I said, man, it is.
Man, he over that. He not traumatized. Cut it out. He'll be all right.
Nah, ain't no that he'll be all right. Cause like even like your family name is so important. Like I get like people want to live their life and stuff like that. But your name is very important.
So where's the evidence?
Being a hoe is an experiment.
Where's the evidence of all these traumatized kids that are born from porn stars?
I got
other than them crying on the internet about this or that, because you can find people crying on the internet. Where are the emotional traumatized kids? Like all of them got to be traumatized.
Wait, so say emotional distress is not a big thing? That, you know what I mean? Knowing your parent or family and that kind of thing and all that kind of stuff. Like
emotional distress is a part of life. There's no avoiding that. When your parents die, that's emotional distress. When your best friend dies, that's emotional distress. When your pet dies, that's emotional distress. When your boyfriend or girlfriend cheats on you, that's emotional distress. That's not a reason not to have kids, because they might go through some emotional distress because they're gonna go through it anyway. Right,
but guess what? We all gonna go through emotional stress. I get that, right? But why But if you know that you out here, you do be it a core star and stuff like that, and knowing how big that should be, you know what I mean? You already setting this child up. Felt like the parents dying. Yeah, parents want to die. You know what I mean? It's part of life. Parents, people be broken stuff. It's part of life. But you chose that lifestyle. You chose to be a porn star. You chose to be a part of that lifestyle. Nobody put a gun in your head. That's gonna be sacrifices. It's gonna be consequences. People try to change and stuff like that. But in the day, you have a record of your behavior. It's not only going to affect your child, but how people view you, and that's a big thing. And also to your partner, you know, about the trash man, the broke people. Yeah, that's embarrassment, right? But it don't got that same stigma compared to a porn star. Like, people can still respect a guy that takes cop food. So yes, it does. There's plenty of trash men that are respected. Dang, he's a hardworking man.
I ain't never seen a trash man.
He's a hardworking woman. Porn.
They had a TV show called Rock, where that was like the butt of the joke was that he's the trash man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You get a certain amount of respect for having a job. You know what I'm saying? And working hard. You know what I'm saying? But if you think porn stars, if you think there's in a certain section of society that don't give porn stars respect, they just stay within their little circle. They know outside of this bubble right here, y'all might look at them funny, but there's a big bubble that accepts that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a big bubble that they won't look down on it, that they get props and awards and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So to you, it's the worst thing in the world. But in a whole nother sector, in a whole nother bubble, that shit don't mean nothing. That shit ain't nothing in Hollywood and shit like that. They don't care about that. That's why Kim Kardashian can have a kid, have a big sex tape out there, and you don't hear her daughter crying about that shit. They don't give a fuck. They got money. And if you're a porn star, chances are, especially a female porn star, you got money. And the men is even worth it. Half the time you don't even know a male's kids. So why can't he have kids? Nobody even knows his kids. Nobody is going to clown him. Oh, your dad's a porn star. His children ain't going to get no flack from that. It's only really the woman. You know what I'm saying? The mother might get it. And that's iffy in 2026, like I said, man. You know. So,
man, look, God kiss you, Nino, but even the people that be praising, they low key be side-eyeing them, brother. And this little bubble, it's a whole big world out there. And those kids might want to explore that whole big world. But I'm not saying they can't maneuver it, but it's going to definitely take a big challenge. For example, like the man Adam 22 letting Jason Love pound his wife. Like that certain kind of environment is letting God pound your wife and having a daughter that precious. That's already that kind of atmosphere and stuff like that. It's already a negative thing. Like, as kids, we want to look up to our parents. How can that kid even be a well-to-do? And she possibly can be a well-to-do young lady. But looking at her parents and seeing how they are, the daughter of Adam 22 and the mom, you think how do you even look up to the parents? How can you even be better? How can she might go down the same road and we have a whole a whole same cycle too. You know what I mean? Not only that the child is going to be embarrassed probably by that situation, but when you have parents like that in that environment, which we talk about, you know what I mean, promiscuity, you may not care as much, but we still want an environment where we don't have promiscuity phrase and stuff like that. We still want a level of class and stuff. So when you got parents out here living that extreme lifestyle and stuff like that, and then their kids gotta look up and they have parents like that, how can they already set up for failure too, to a certain extent, because they see their moms being a hoe, right? They might want to end up be hoes too. And seeing your mom or hearing stories about your mom,
that might be the thing to keep them from doing it.
Yeah,
it's just as likely. It's just as likely. So you got a lot of what ifs. You know what I'm saying?
But the possibility is higher.
You got to substantiate that. How do you know the possibility is higher?
When you got fat parents and you got parents that have a certain negative lifestyle, we all know that the child 9 times out of 10. You might end up doing that too. There are cases where people say no.
That could have something to do with genetics. That ain't got nothing to do with choices other than the food that y'all eat. You know what I'm saying? But if those two fat parents have a kid with a high metabolism, you know what I'm saying, then the kid will probably be skinny and they'll be fat.
I don't want to intervene, but if that's the case, how do you explain yourself, Kimmy? I'm sorry. Let me go back. Let me go back on mute. I'm sorry.
That one was horrible too. Yo, I swear, my God. I swear.
I didn't want to go there, but
Point of order.
that was the moderator, wasn't me.
But yeah, man. That's what I got. That's what I got.
You ain't got much, man. You just don't like porn stars, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But just know that they have the right to have kids just like you, just like anybody else. They're not doing anything illegal. You may not like their lifestyle, but this is America. And unfortunately, America allows people to have certain lifestyles. Now, if people want to have kids and their kid gets picked on and stuff like that, hey, welcome to the world. They might get picked on anyway. They parents could be bona fide Christians, married virgins, and all that, and they still would get picked on, be called squared and goody two shoes. It's no way around it. There's no way to avoid it. All you can do is build tough skin and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. You don't want kids to have nothing bad like that happen, but I don't think you should start taking away rights, because then that becomes a slippery slope. Because if you're going to take away the rights of a porn star from having kids, then you got to take away the rights from Kim Kardashian too, because she got a sex tape that she sold. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like you kind of, since she's not a porn star, it's okay, but porn stars, no way. That's basically what you're saying.
Oh, I thought this was closing statement. Oh, it's not close. My bad.
I wouldn't want you. I'm trying to get an understanding of your logic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get an answer to that question.
Damn, she already jumped into the closing statement. That's pretty.
She like, I'm out of bullets.
Yeah.
Trying to get your points. You got to answer the question though.
Okay. Like I said, I get what you're saying and everything about the in life. There's going to be challenges and all that kind of stuff, but there are, as a person, or especially like I said, living that lifestyle, be it a course. So like for example, Kim K, I get it. She had the sex tape and stuff like that. But like I said, there's also different aspects of things, a part of her life. You know what I mean? Fashion, makeup, all that kind of stuff that can kind of shadow the porn thing, right? But a porn star, there's no way they can really shadow it, especially if they start off doing that and they do it constantly. Now once they move away, that is definitely gonna be a big challenge. And as a person, especially a person that want to have kids, I think that you should rethink being a core star. You know what I mean? If you want to be that family life and all that kind of stuff, why set your child up for all that hard things? You know what I mean? There's no way, like you said, the trash man and stuff like that. There's gonna be a stigma with that, right? But like I said, it's still you could still have a certain level of respect for it. You know what I mean? When they get older and stuff like that, you know what I mean? There's still, you can still have respect. But a porn star, it's really, you can't really turn that into really a positive thing per se. And if you are a person that want to have kids, you gotta really think about, how do I want, you can kind of predict how, easy per se, once your child like.
I disagree with you on something you said. You said a porn star, you can't really turn that into a positive thing. Yes, you can. You can make connections, the network, and you can start your business. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of porn stars end up starting their own business, whether it be clothing line, makeup line. And every so often, some of them end up becoming movie stars. You know what I'm saying? They get in the, movies or TV shows, whatever the case may be. So it can pan out to something other than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you mean that if they're like just always doing, or they shouldn't have kids while they're doing it, or they should never have kids. I don't know. You never really clarified. But either way, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes some women get into the porn industry because they got kids and they need some way to take care of theirs. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, McDonald's ain't gonna take care of a baby. It's not. Sorry. I don't know if you knew that or not. But flipping fries for $11.99, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna cut it. That might not even give you no rent.
Yeah, that is true. But Man, that's my points. That's my points, man. That's my points.
Oh, well, I thought you had more. It's cool, Cammy. You did all right, man. You fought the good fight. You know, I hear you.
Good.
You did good, but I still think at the end of the day, you just don't like porn stars, even though you know a lot about some motherfuckers you don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's how I'm I don't like
You
the
know
first
how many? You know Adam 22 got a daughter. You know all of them. I'm like,
it
yo,
all, bro. No,
you know more about Pinky than I do. I came up watching Pinky. What the fuck? That's crazy. So,
You too. There's no confess.
dang.
I'm sick of you.
Can we ask any question, or we
Oh,
should
sure.
just?
Y'all can ask questions. Y'all can
And is there's going to be ratings, or like we no winners and losers?
Yeah, we ain't gotta do winners losers. The crowd.
Oh, I had a scorecard and everything.
I mean, if you want to share it,
go ahead, Batman. Since you've been professional,
that man, little bias being a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, I couldn't be. I tried. I put it into 5 different categories. So I'll ask a question about each category if you want to see if you can get some more points. But the first category was evidence and accuracy. And I was looking for real studies, statistics, documented cases, legal facts, and correct uses of searches. Now, actually, even though Nino didn't actually give studies, he still had more evidence with more accuracy. So out of total 30 points, he got 30. Cammy got 20 because she did bring up a lot of accurate porn stars. So I just tried to find some someone I could get
that right.
Yeah, see, she had them. So I guess what I would ask for that 1 point for evidence and accuracy is anything else that you would like to add to strengthen your arguments in that arena for this. Either one. If you're good, you're good. I mean, Nino, you got the full 30.
I'm
so
good. Oh yeah, I'm good. I will leave it alone.
Yeah.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
So Cammy has an extremely strong argument, which is proximity. If you are around those, you're more probably to be a hoe. If you're around fat people, you're probably going to be fat. So her argument is pretty strong. Not just the trauma, but the probability of you having deviant behavior by your parents being deviant themselves, because it normalizes the behavior, right? The problem with her statement, and that's why she loses the debate, and got her there, is if you're going to open that criteria, it's going to be a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
Like half of the population is not going to be able to reproduce, because if you look deep enough into their behavior, they are going to do something that is going to disqualify them from being parents. That will embarrass their kids if come to light and all this. So the Kim Kardashian point is extremely good point. I guarantee you that Kim Kardashian kids are more blessed than 80-90% of every kid on this planet, just because they're going to have access to a tremendous amount of wealth, experiences. You can even see his daughter being with Kanye on tours and all that. Like, she has definitely the upper end. So I'll give this one, even though there's no winners and losers. Cammy fought well. I don't think can explain. Like, if Cammy can explain who more would not lose their kids or not be able to have kids on their world, I can give her a point if she's consistent. But at this point, the point is for Nino. So can you answer that, Cammy? Like, other than
You gotta restate it, Fatty. We didn't hear you.
would you say that you don't want to have kids just like them exactly because of the same criteria, meaning they did something that might be hurtful or embarrassing to their kids?
Oh, like besides porn, so like people do extremely embarrassing things. Yeah, I believe in that. You know what I mean?
Sure. Can you give me examples of people that wouldn't have kids if that's your example, like porn stars and who more?
Like for example, gang members. You know what I mean? Living in that extreme, kind of lifestyle. You putting your child, kind of putting a target on them. You know what I mean?
Can you give me non-criminals, please? Because criminals, I think everybody kind of agrees.
Okay.
Can you give me non-criminals just on a morality standpoint? Yes.
I would say, I can't even think this one out. Come on.
Damn.
Besides porn stars.
Yeah,
One,
the point goes.
point
Yeah, the
value.
point goes to Nino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the point goes to Nino.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good job, Nino. Good job.
good job, Nino.
Because I felt the question was coming. I want a statement. What are the people that shouldn't have kids based on your own criteria? You can use criminals.
Okay. Well, because my point was really the porn part, is because how it was publicized. You know what I mean? Because that's why when he was talking about like hoes and stuff like that. Even though I disagree with both of them, one is kind of private, like they don't have to, you know what I mean? But a porn star, especially like that's their whole background and it's online and stuff. Now it's publicized, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm trying to think about one that's similar to that, if that makes sense.
Sure, but you were inconsistent because then you said it's okay for Kim Kardashian because she has a bunch of business. So these porn stars, these people get a tremendous amount of money doing a bunch of things other than like as soon as they get enough money, they invest in real estate, they invest on stocks, they give partnership, they have endorsements. You see what I'm saying? So like even that argument kind of defeats the porn stars because I guarantee you the top porn stars are heavily like that the corn money probably is the minority of the money they do. They get money in appearances and conventions and all these things that like come with being a celebrity. So
yeah, that's true. But you know,
yeah, and just to strengthen your argument, if you were going to do it, because you were more, your argument was more so emotional, like you just didn't like the appearance of it. And I would have said if you're going to go the emotional side, you could have talked about the kids, where you almost leaned into it about the peers discovering, because since they are marketing, they want to be seen, and their peers being able to see it. I think you could have dug into there a little bit more, and then just the public aspect of having their family out there, which exposes their private lives. So now people can literally just show up at your house. So now it poses a safety risk, which means that if you were to call CPS or something and say, hey, literally people are showing up at their house and they got underage kids there, the kids could be removed. Oh, those were some angles I thought that you might have ended up going, but I saw where you were heading, but Nino just quick with the counters. So it's like he made sure to keep you right where he wanted it. So it was good.
Yeah, I don't know where's Irex. I've seen her in the chat.
In the chat.
Yeah, she probably shaking in her boots. Yeah.
She said she was in a car, like traffic. Yes.
And she said she got to pick up her daughter.
Now I will say one thing since we're waiting. You know, one thing I did like about what you said is that I took notes over here. No evidence that it actually is going to harm the kid. You straight up was like, hey, it don't really make no difference. Your analogy with the trash man made that make more sense to me. But honestly, because of the social dynamic that we are in now, that might actually help the kid out if you're going to twist it a little bit. You know, like your mom and your dad have financial stability, which means you can be put in a private school, which means that wouldn't even be a true problem. So I did like that, and that's why I awarded you the win too on that, because it kind of all synced together. It's hard to you were debating from a position, Cam. So, but you did good though. You were fighting uphill, but you did good. So I would just say, make sure you got your you got some unmovable facts to make him have to work uphill too. So
okay, yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
But this wasn't even your smoke though. Like we looking for the person.
Yeah, I'm looking for. This was just for shits and giggles. You know, came chance to claw on the scratching post a little bit. You know. Let me give a shout out to my guy, CEO, the genius. He put your boy up with a $5 cash app. Let me play the video for my guy right quick. Let's get it.
Support is honorable at Nino Nation.
about somebody that was fighting uphill today, boy. And CEO was he was doing it the best he could do. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
He did it. Hey,
I was out to that guy, man.
shout out to you, man. Everyone said, "Let me bring my sick self on camera. I will not stand for this."
Man, that was an interesting conversation. I was in and out, but yeah, I don't know. I think some people not mature enough to have that conversation, and those are the people that you don't have that conversation with. You know what I'm saying? You already see what they do with it every single time. It's like I even talk to somebody like that, you know. But they love to talk to her again.
That conversation is icky. I wouldn't, but
It ain't for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because like to me, it's just immature to take words and be like, "Oh, this is what you mean," and "Oh, you must be doing like what?"
Yeah.
Just never mind.
I mean, you have to have a certain level of nuance with a topic like that, because it's gonna be it's gonna make people uncomfortable. I didn't like the word weird because it wasn't weird. It's a function. You guys are taking into a cultural point of view instead of anatomy, and that's where we run into the issue. So, but I did like CEO's points though. He attempted, and I mean he had some good points, but at the same time we can't beat the actual nature of it all. But the conversation itself has to be presented in a way of good faith, and I believe we, some, especially that the one before that happened before, they weren't in good faith. Like this originated from a place of not good faith, because I remember the first video I think that Jazz had put out about it. So it wasn't meant to have the actual conversation. It was meant to do exactly what it did. So shout out to her.
Shout out to her. I got somebody in the back, and I got another $10 cash app from Butterfly 42 Red. So let me play the video for her, and then I'll bring Zyrax to the stage. Let's get it.
Support is honorable at Nino Nation.
Zyrax in the building. Let me switch spots. Oh. All right. Let me calm down so we can be fair, right? You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Nino Nation and Rocky in the building and the debate.
This might
That's
be
so
Rocky.
cool.
This might be. Is Zyrax, you there?
Yeah, Rocky X is here.
Ooh, I like that, Rocky X.
Damn, Rocky be losing in his fights and shit. Right?
Yo, and guess what? He overpowered the man and he won. So shush it.
No, you're not the first Rocky. He lost.
Now that we've got the exhibition out of the way, got Rizz Academy and Nino Nation finna come together for a debate of the century. Make sure you hit a like and subscribe.
Appreciate that, Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was fire. I like that.
All right. Fatty said he'd be back in 5 minutes. So, first debate topic of the evening is, of course, pro-life versus pro-choice. We're going to do a little bit of financial, what do you call it again, Zyrax? Financial abortion? Financial abortion?
Yeah, financial.
We're going to throw a little bit of that in there, too, because it's tied in. And, yeah, we're about to get it started. So, before we do, let me play my little cue right quick. You know what I'm saying? Just to let her know.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
Let's get it. Go ahead, Zyrax. You can start with your opening statement.
If only I
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay.
Cammy went first. You got it.
Well, I don't have much of an opening statement except just to state my my position, right? I'm for, of course, I'm going to call it termination, because I don't want you know, was it TOS? Yeah, I don't want to. Can we say the A word?
Uh, I don't know. They seem to be a little lenient on certain words, but we can say termination if that's
Okay.
what you're comfortable with. Sure.
Yeah, I just don't want to mess up. I don't want it to mess up your channel and stuff. So I'll just say termination. And I'm coming from the, of course, legality and what's good for society, like standpoint, right? Not my own. Although it is like, how should I say this? Like I said, like I personally, I've never got one. When not ever get one. Um, I'm not gonna, stop a woman if she feels like she needs it for whatever reason. Yeah, I feel like it's not fair to, to make it illegal to get one. Right. And of course, I'm not for like full term. For the first trimester, I don't think there should be any restrictions. But then, of course, second and third trimester, yeah, I believe there should be restrictions and restriction placed on termination. Like and we usually know what those are, right? Like of course, like I'm up to the like once you hear like the heartbeat and stuff like that, yeah, like I feel like you shouldn't, unless again there's got to be some exceptions, unless it's gonna hurt the put the mom's life in danger, stuff like that. And so, again, I've never terminated a pregnancy. So, but then I understand why a woman would need to. If a woman feels like, going through a pregnancy will hinder her like livelihood, I just feel like, who are we to say that she can't? Because usually it's because of, religious reasons. Yeah, because a lot of times people go, people who are pro-life is because they're, they believe that it's a life. And so, yeah. And so, yeah, I'll hand it back to you.
Okay. And they believe it's a life, and I'm going to prove through various there's a question that you believe is a life too. And so does several states in the United States government believe it's a life. So of course I'm pro-life, you know what I'm saying? Except I'm okay with terminations in situations of rape and incest, as well as if it's a child like under 16. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be as pressed to uphold that. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, and also if it's like between her and the child, you know what I'm saying? I think that's up to the person. You know what I'm saying? If they want to save their own life, so be it. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I don't really see a good reason for terminations. I'm completely against it. And I think a lot of people, the things I name is a small percentage of people that actually go out and do it. Most people are doing it as a means of birth control. They out here screwing around and they don't want to have a kid. Maybe they think they can't afford it. Maybe they don't want nobody to know they screwing around. Maybe they cheat. Niggas, is a multitude of reasons, and I don't have the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's just my fault. But there's a buttload of terminations going on, a lot more than anybody should be comfortable with. And when that happens, I think something needs to be done about it. So I would like to start the debate with just a few questions, you know what I'm saying, on your opinion on certain things. Do you think that it's okay for a woman to drink while she's pregnant if she wants to?
No, because there's the possible. Well, yeah, you're gonna harm the you're gonna harm the baby.
Oh, you're gonna harm the baby? Okay. I think there's like 20 states that penalize a woman for drinking while she's pregnant, and in some cases they will take the child away and charge the woman with a form of child abuse. Do you agree with that method?
Yes.
So, to be clear, you're perfectly fine with punishing somebody for harming an unborn child, but killing it, terminating it is okay. You're with that. But harming it, you have a problem.
Nope. That's That's my own personal, belief. But then, like again, I'm coming from like a legality standpoint. Like who are we to say that like a person can't do whatever? Are you saying that like there's a bunch of teenagers that are drinking, like drinking, what you would call it? We know what drinking does, but then people are going to drink anyways,
But
right?
it's illegal for underage people to drink. And in 20 states, it's illegal for you to drink while you're pregnant. Not really like illegal; they could lock you up, but legal where they'll try to put a case against you for child abuse, right?
Well,
And when I asked you, did you have a problem with that, with the law getting involved in that way? You said no, that's fine.
no, because I mean, I have to be fine. I mean, again, if you get caught, smoking crack, you go to jail. Like any kind of drugs, you go to jail.
Yeah,
Drinking behind, like under their influence, you could go to jail.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, and so should of course I'm gonna advise like a pregnant woman, don't drink and don't do drugs and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying don't harm the baby, but you can terminate it. That's fine. That's what you want to do. That's your message.
Well, yeah.
But that makes sense to you.
Wait.
What he's
go ahead.
what he's saying is you're saying is you don't want anything bad to happen to the child before the child is born, but you're okay with. He's asking for clarification, but you're okay with somebody choosing to get rid of the child.
And that's why I keep getting confused because, and one of the reasons why I didn't really want to have this debate because how it all depends on how you view the pregnancy, right? Nino he sees it from like a woman, like a fetus. He sees it as like a child, a child and stuff like that. Me, it depends like what phase you're talking about because I don't really see it as a child. Although we all say, oh, she's carrying a child because we know that eventually it's gonna, become a child. You get what I'm saying? And so with me, I would have, of course, I'm gonna advise. Oh yeah, don't drink and don't do drugs when you're pregnant. But it's up to you, if you want to do it or not. If your baby, if you do it and the baby comes up with health problems and stuff like that, yeah, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That's how I'm, understanding. Like, well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, should we, like, should we lock up pregnant women who are like smoking and stuff?
Maybe.
No.
They punish them in other ways. You know what I'm saying? But at least they're not, terminating it. You know what I'm saying? They might be harming it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they the course of action is to try to put child abuse charges, but they will definitely try to take that child away from that mother.
Yep. Well, yeah, but what you would call it, like the laws that we have now. Like if say, a woman, she gives birth and then they, drug test the baby, they don't lock her up. Oh, depending on if she's had cases before or whatever, but I know they don't lock her up or stuff. They do.
No, I said they'll try. It's not a guarantee. They'll try, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they win, sometimes they don't. They'll try to put a child abuse case on them. You know what I'm saying? And also I wanted to say that that's not how I look at things. Like I look at things scientifically. For example, if you take a frog, you know what I'm saying? A frog starts off as an egg, it turns into a tadpole, and then it becomes a frog, right? Now I know that when you kill a tadpole, you're killing the tadpole, but you are preventing it from becoming a frog one day. You know what I'm saying? Which in turn is really killing the frog that it was going to be. I look at as you're carrying a life, not necessarily a child or a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a living being that's growing and it's going to become something. You know what I'm saying? It's something that if my mom wouldn't had a termination, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. But since she didn't, here I am having this debate with you. And I'm saying that there's millions of people who aren't here right now because oops, she made a mistake and didn't want to have to handle her responsibility, which
See,
ties into the
see, but then,
financial portion thing, right?
yeah, but
Because
then this is why, again, this is why, what you call, um, I'm sorry, Nino. I might have a little delay, but go ahead, Nino. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
now I'm listening to you, so I'm trying to hear what you have to say.
No, this is why, like, I have, it's not so much because I don't want to have to go down this hole, but if I have to, it's like then we have to define what is life, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm sure
the,
there's a definition for life. You know what I'm saying?
well, yeah. You know how there's some people that are against euthanasia, like who what you call it. So if a person, like should we have laws that that are okay with like cutting this person off because they're even though they may like their heart may be still beating and stuff like that, but they're like a what do you call it, a couch potato or a vegetable, right?
Mhm.
Should we have the right to cut
Is
that
that
person's
is
life?
that the same case for the embryo you trying to get rid of, or did that person not already have a life that he lived? They got a name, probably got a social security card, probably got insurance. That's why they in there plugged up.
See, and see the thing. See, you are coming from because you see the termination as a form of contraception, as
No,
women trying
I'm
to
saying
women trying to run away from their so-called responsibility. That's
a
why they
lot
want
of
to
them are.
terminate it.
A lot of them are, because I already removed all the reasonable reasons to do it. The only thing is left is, yeah, I'm out here screwing around, but I don't want to have this baby right now because we done took away the grape, we done took away the incest, we done took away the she too young. You know what I'm saying? We done took away all that. All that's left is you out here doing something that if you don't want a baby, you shouldn't be doing. There's 20, 30 different forms of birth control for women. You know what I'm saying? It's a few forms of birth control for men. If you out here sleeping around and you get pregnant, you have to take care of that responsibility. You shouldn't have an option to go get rid of a baby just cause.
Okay, then if that's the case, using your logic, then what you would call it? Then why are you for financial termination or
Because
Yeah,
because as of right now, right? Because we had this debate before. As of right now, abortion is very legal. You know what I'm saying? It's very legal. In
no, it's
fact,
banned in like 16 states, I think.
no, it's 11 states,
Or
and it's
what? Yeah,
and it's giving the states the option to choose that, which means the people of the state chose for that to happen.
oh, that's such a cop out. It's
It's 11 states out of 50. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of
still
states
though.
out here that you can do it.
Oh, so only like what 30 something states. Like, what are we saying here? We are we not a nation? Like, why does one person from this state that has the ban termination?
The
Why do they have
same
to cross
reason, the same
state lines
reason
to get
why
it? Just
weed
because
is
their state
legal
is
in
more religious.
Maryland. The same reason why weed is Maryland. Weed is legal in Maryland and not in Texas. We are a nation, but we're United States. States have their own laws. We have the federal law that blankets us all, and then you have each individual state law. The federal law says, hey, it's up to the states what they want to do with it. We're no longer making it a federal law or saying that it's legal or illegal. The states have full determination on it. So if majority of people in the state you live in decide they don't want that, then that's on them. You live in a state where it's legal. I live in a state where it's legal.
Yeah, but what about the person that lives in a state that's that bans what you would call deletion? Oh well,
No,
because
all
you
those
happen to be
states,
born in that
all those
state.
states, all those states will allow terminations under the things that I said under grape and incest. I'm not so sure about the young age, but I think that's doable. But I'm positive that all those states allow it under those situations.
Yeah, but that's a tiny what you call that's a small percentage.
No,
So
it's all of them. It's
So
only one of them
no,
that isn't. Did you look it up?
So, point of reference, real quick. Just wanted because I was curious myself. So, there is no actual federal mandate. However, when it comes into medical things, FDA approvals, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration maintains federal approval for those type of procedures for up to 10 weeks of pregnancy. So, even though there's no federal doctrine the stance of us as far as our U.S. Food and Health and FDA. They say we are okay with you performing this to a certain level. So they are doing funding restrictions though on the other side too. So it's kind of 50-50 as far as the federal is concerned. Just wanted to give you that for point of reference.
Okay.
Let me say this, Nina, that's, to me, I find that, that's in a way that's sort of hypocritical because, you guys said you're pro-life, right? Every life matters, right? Then why are you still for termination? You are still for termination if it's so-called,
what you're doing is making a straw man. You keep trying.
No, it's not.
Listen.
No, because you're saying pro-life as to protect everything.
See, you know why you cut me off? Because I'm about to catch.
I'm not. You cut me off.
Let's get a point.
You gonna let me talk?
Let's get a point of reference. Let's let Nino.
First of all, you can't tell me what I am. I never said, "Oh, a life is a life." This, that, and the third. My main issue is people using it like it's a contraception. I never said a life is life.
Women are using it as a contraception. That's what
they're using it for. What else would you?
No. People are not using that as a form of contraception.
Okay, so what reasons are they using it?
Abortion means termination. Termination of pregnancy. How is that a form of contraception? Contraception is, preventing a pregnancy.
It's preventing a pregnancy. Okay. Well, they're trying to prevent a birth, just like they would a contraception, just like the Plan B pill. They don't want to have the baby. The same reason why you wear a condom, because you don't want to have the baby. You don't want to have a pregnancy. You're doing semantics.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The end result is they don't want to have the child. And why can't I get 30 seconds to a minute to talk without you chirping in like I give you?
Okay, go ahead.
Let's give Nino 1 minute of uninterrupted statement whenever you're ready, Nino.
Yeah, so my premise isn't a life is a life. My premise is that people are misusing it, and I don't believe that I believe that if you have sex and you do, you know what I'm saying, then you need to handle that responsibility the same way, the same thing they hand to a man in his lap. If she pregnant and want to keep it, and he don't want it, oh well, you got to figure it out. I think a woman should be under that same thing. It's no way in the world that you're going to tell me it's equal. You know what I'm saying? When she can get pregnant and go, you know what? I don't want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and terminate it. Or they take the baby, they can put it in a box, and somebody else got to take care of it. They got 1,000,001 options. But then when you ask me, do I believe in financial abortion? I'm supposed to go, no. Why not? When y'all got so many options. If y'all got all these options, right? If you wanted to be pro-choice, then a man should have a choice on what he do with his wallet.
All right. That is the minute. Would you like to also have a minute as well to establish your point?
Yeah, I wish I had like I got
a stopwatch. Yeah.
Okay.
You can start whenever you're ready.
I'm not even gonna. Whatchamacallit. Again, now, whatchamacallit, Jeremy, can you do me a favor? Can you fact check to see if or get the definition of abortion and contraception, right?
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, is abortion like a form of contraception? Because I think that's silly as hell. Because do you know what women go through? When it comes to termination, to say that women are using, termination as a form of contraception. Come on. Is it the same thing or is it two different things?
All right, let's see. It says, no, abortion is not a form of contraception. Contraception prevents pregnancy. Abortion ends a pregnancy that already exists. The distinct difference is medically clear and consistent across major medical organizations.
Thank you.
Look, I already said it doesn't matter. That's semantics. The point is,
no,
they
it's
don't
not semantics. When Jimmy just said there's a distinct difference, Nino. How can you say semantics?
You didn't quote me right. I said they're using it like it's a contraceptive.
Okay,
No, they're not.
hold on.
Give me the proof where women are going. Yeah, I'm using this as a form.
I wish I could use my real life.
I'm gonna give you no, we ain't gonna do that.
Your one off. Your one off is not. It's not the majority.
This shit don't happen, and it'll literally happen.
No, I'm not saying it don't happen.
A couple of my
I'm not.
friends.
I never said that. I never said that.
Had 4 or 5 of them just because they didn't want a kid. So what are you talking about? It doesn't happen.
Zyrex, I'm gonna give you 20 seconds back from your minute so that you can finish your thesis, and then we'll be back open. So whenever you start talking.
Again, I never said that. It don't happen, right? I never said that. But you are saying that. Which no, I didn't. I mean, people can say whatever they want, right? But that's not the case, though. Yeah, there's many reasons why women wants to terminate. We talk about this all the time. It's because she can't afford. She can't afford. So you're saying that it's God, but
let's start.
Do you know what a woman's body go through? When it comes to termination.
Yeah,
a woman is just not good. Yeah, okay then. Right, it changes her body chemistry when she has to do that. So no woman.
There you go. No woman.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about intention here. Like her I'm doing this because of this. You know what I'm saying? Women are using, termination, as a reason to, not want to have it. But no woman's like, I'm going to use this, as a form of a contraception. That's what I mean. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm talking about the intention here. They're saying that, women are just using this as a form of contraception. I'm like, no, they're not. They're using what you call it. It's a form. What you call it? They can't. They got pregnant and they can't have this kid for whatever reason.
I don't know.
That's why they have to go to.
I just want to say this. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but you keep leaving out the like, and they're using it like it's a contraception. I think the like is important. It implies that I'm not saying they're actually doing it, but they're doing it like that's a what you call it, a safety net for just in case they slip up and get pregnant, since they don't want to get the shot or they don't want to get the IUD or whatever it's called, or make them wear a condom just in case they have that avenue if they don't get to the pill shop in time to get the plan B. That's what I'm saying. Again,
we all make mistakes, right? Sex is one thing that we cannot, we can't just tell people, you can't have sex, because sex is nature, period, right? You can't stop people from having sex, but what you can do, right, is trying to either prevent a pregnancy from happening or prevent which we'll call or terminate a pregnancy. It's not prevention, I know this is where I see where you're saying about semantics or whatever, but deletion is not you're saying it's what you would call it's never mind. Yeah, never mind.
So I just want to add for point of reference as well. I went ahead and took the liberty of looking up socially, and the question that I did ask just for point of reference is, do people use abortion like contraception? And I asked it to give some actual information, and short answer is yes. Some people do use abortion the way they should be using contraception, but that doesn't make it contraception. And they cite the reason. They cite the reason why, because of
lack of education.
Poor lack of education and not understanding what the two are.
Yes.
And abortion is intended to be used. Is abortion intended to be used like contraception? No, yes, because of the two things you all have already said. But again, people are using it in that wheelhouse because it's often sometimes presented in the same instance.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
And that's why I wanted to make it clear, because I don't know if it was intentional or not. Just keep leaving out that I said like a contraception, a contraceptive.
Right. That's why I just wanted to get a point of reference, because I understood what you were saying. So
I know, but when you say, but see, I know what you mean by when you saying that though, as in because in a way you're placing intention, as that women know, and yet they're doing it anyway. They're using it anyway, and I'm trying to tell you that that's not the case.
So you saying they don't know that they can get pregnant? They have sex unprotected?
Nino, did you not hear what Jeremy just said? That the reason what they, is oftentimes is what you call it, they're not understanding the word that they're using, right?
No, he's talking about saying calling
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about that.
You're trying to hone in on the women are trying to escape responsibility. That's where you're coming from.
They are.
See?
They are.
So here's some actual statistics for you then. Now let y'all do what y'all want to do. United States CDC, the Guttmacher Institute data says about 45% to 50% of people who get an abortion have had at least one previous abortion before. About 25% have had 2 or more previous abortions, and about 10% have had 3 or more. And globally, we don't even, Europe has 30% to 60, Asia 35 to 55, Latin America 20 to 40, and Africa 15 to 30. But you can easily, if you look at that, you can see the reason why. So,
lack of education.
Well, they're actually saying that the contraception access is actually the problem because the cost, no insurance, clinics too far away, birth control shortages, cultural or religious barriers, meaning that they won't even let you use any form of that. So they're using abortion as the workaround because of those reasons. So, but I yield back.
No, that's because there's no option in between, right? So that's why they have to go to termination. If there's an option in the middle, as in contraception, education, I don't think they would, termination, then the numbers would go down drastically.
Yeah, when you're talking about globally, what about the United States? Because there's plenty of options here.
Yeah.
But then, we're talking about what you call termination. We're not talking about contraception.
In the United States, yeah. You want to stay stuck on the word contraception. I don't know why.
No,
I guess you know it's you. I guess you think you got something there when you don't. I keep trying to tell you that's not what I was trying to say. You keep trying to make it like I was making it like something that is not.
No, the reason why you're anti termination because you think that women are just are using that as a way to escape a responsibility.
I think you'd be better by asking the question instead of telling me why.
Ooh. Yeah. I said this 5 minutes ago. You go, yeah. You admitted to that women are.
They are. But he just read it to you.
No, it's not because they're trying to. No.
He just read it to you.
I did just read it to you, actually.
No.
He was like, no woman does it because of what they got to go through. He just read it to you that they have it multiple times.
Okay.
I don't know what more you want.
Jeremy, look up, who are having these, what you call deletions.
Damn, why didn't you ask me? That's crazy.
Sorry. I didn't see you.
Because Jeremy has a nice studio. Just because I'm black, you don't see me. That's crazy. Go ahead, Jeremy. You got it.
When you ask who, what do you mean who? It ain't men.
I'm talking about which we call who are getting these of course females, but I'm talking about majority
race.
You want to go race with it?
Yep.
Okay.
No, not age.
Okay.
Age and are they single? Are they single or are they married?
Okay.
Or not married or mothers? Were they mothers?
Thought she was going to pull a crispy and talk about black woman.
I thought she should go crazy. I was about to calm down myself. All right, so single versus married. Who gets the more? Single women account for, let's see, the majority. Across the USA, 85 to 90% of abortions are obtained by unmarried women. 10 to 15% are obtained by married women. And if you just want to know for age, let's see, U.S. age distribution, 20 to 24 years old, 34%, the largest group. 25 to 29, 27%. Then you go 30, 34, 17%, and it goes down. But they do have some cases of 40 plus. So
yeah, but then are they, mothers who are between mothers and which we'll call it was it
Unmarried
single.
women.
That's what I mean by single. You know, because I
Yeah.
believe mothers are the mothers terminate more than single, as in, you know, they don't have any kids. That's what I meant by single.
Okay, so I'll give you the whole breakdown. It's only 5
Mhm.
points, and then y'all can do what you want with it. The most likely group based on the percentages that were just presented were women aged 25 to 34, unmarried women, women with children already, lower
Mhm.
income women, and women with inconsistent access to contraception. So I yield back.
Again, you know, it's not these. I understand. You know, there's women would like party and have, you know, protected sex and stuff, and then get pregnant or whatever. To me, I just feel like, you know, a lot of times the reasons why, you know, we should, you know, termination should be legal. It's because, you know, we don't want women having kids that they can't afford.
All right, stop there. So why are you against financial abortion then?
Well, because I mean, if the child is out,
It's okay for the man to have a kid that he can't afford.
no, the responsibility, the woman's responsibility is going through what you would call it, the pregnancy, right? The financial, what you call it, and then it doesn't really require, you know, the man's any kind of money from his end.
Really, it doesn't. You ain't got to.
Not really, because a lot of times women, a lot of times women can go on Medicaid or Medicare or whatever, because there's not much, you know, because it's the woman.
Let a nigga don't do nothing for his pregnant woman and see if he don't hear.
I didn't say that. See, look at you.
No, I didn't.
I said it doesn't really require. I'm not saying that. Oh, you know, he don't. See, you know, you assume the worst.
I'm just repeating what you said.
That's not what I said, though.
You said he didn't got to put up much financially.
Yeah, but then again, when the kid is already outside, it's your kid.
You gotta have stuff before the kid come outside, don't you? You gotta have clothes. You gotta have somewhere to sleep. You gotta have bottles. You gotta have all that, right? Pampers gotta be ready. Wet wipes.
Yes.
Baby powder.
Yeah, but then, you know, it's not just you though. It's not just you though. I mean, it's not just on the man though. The woman, you know, are you saying the woman don't work, that she can't provide that too?
It's possible. It's not an obligated thing that she has to. If he don't got the money, she gonna have to.
It's more.
She gonna complain about that shit.
Well, of course she's gonna complain, because she feels like, you know, I mean, it takes two to make a baby.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't want, you know. Yeah, but then
put up that bread. But if he broke, it's oh well on his end. If she broke, she can kill it. You see what I'm saying now? Did she leave? What happened?
I don't know.
No, see, this is why, like, I get really frustrated, because you keep because the way you say it, right? You say it, it doesn't.
I said it wrong. My bad.
Nino, don't fuck with me, okay?
Hey, I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, yo.
You see what I mean?
If you want I'm trying to have a good thing that's possible. But if you want to fuck with me, I'll go there.
Go there. I'm trying to figure out how am I saying it wrong. I'm just
about to fuck
what did I do?
Find out, Nino. You might want to take this L.
Watch your mouth, Nina. Hey, 1 second. Zaris, can you repeat, like, what is the mischaracterization that Nino is doing into your argument? Like, what was the transformation that he did? You said X and he said Y.
No, because Nino keeps referring, you know, because a lot of times when people get termination, you know, a lot of termination happens in the first trimester, meaning that, you know, of course, you know, while some lefties, whatever, we don't see it, we don't really see that as like a so-called child yet, right? But people like Nino, people who are pro-life, they, you know, because they believe that, you know, a life happens at conception and they see it as a child or whatever, they get to, you know, they would just say, oh, so it's okay for you to kill it, to make, you know, sort of like trying to guilt trip, you know, make us feel bad that, oh, that's what we want. Oh, we're for, you know, deleting, you know, babies, like actual babies and stuff like that.
So you are against is like you're against his argument because you think it's an emotional argument. Is
Yes, it is.
the premise is wrong. You don't accept that the baby is a baby. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't see it as that. And that's why, like I said, in the very beginning, that I'm for, I'm for termination, you
So,
know.
so can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
When does life begin? Is at birth?
No, I said, as soon as you could hear the heartbeat, that's where, that's where you should cut off. Where
Okay.
you can't, because I feel at that point going forward, yeah, I see that as, a life, because it actually, because it has so-called, I guess you could say, feelings. There's brain activity, there's, heartbeat.
Mhm. Well, I just happen to think differently. I think life starts
I
at
know.
conception when the neutrons go on and your DNA is mixing and those cells are multiplying. I think that's a part of life. Those are living cells, and I think when you stop that, you've killed it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the same difference if it was a wiggling tadpole in the pond, and if I go over there and pick it up and squish it, I killed it. It doesn't matter that it's not a frog yet. I killed it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sorry that word triggered you, but those wasn't my intentions. That's just how I look at it. If kill, terminate, those words are synonymous.
Can I ask a qualifying question too for you, Nina, since I asked one for
But
like when we die, there's some cells in our body that actually become more active.
hmm
Is that life?
those cells are alive, but that's not your human life.
So why are those cells life, but the other cells that we have inside of our body, what's the difference between if that is life, even though I'm dead, why are those other ones live life? You know what
Hmm?
I'm saying? Like you
It's,
said, cells are life. When I'm dead, there's some cells that actually like their activity augments when we die, right? If cells are live, why are the other cells not live? Like, what's the difference between both? Kind of my question.
um, well, your whole body is a collection of cells that work together to function, right? So when you
Mhm.
die, majority of your cells die right along with you, and that's the first I'm hearing. Is I don't know. I'm not sure what cells are still alive after you're dead. I'm pretty sure some cells take longer to die than others.
No,
Um,
there's some cells that, like when your body starts to decompose, there's
mhm.
some cells like the bloating and all these. This is cells going in upward drive,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
there's some cells.
that's bacteria. That's not your
No, no,
cell.
no, no, no. That's why I
Bacteria.
was saying. But there's some cells in your body that are dormant or have very low activity that actually flourish once you actually die. Die. Like they. It's not a question of time. They actually flourish after you die. Like,
Mhm.
would you compare those cells with the cells that we have when the baby is born?
Um, I don't think so because those cells are growing to become you, and the cells you're talking about are just probably just doing their job for decomposing. That doesn't mean that those cells aren't alive. Just like bacteria, I look at bacteria as living organisms. You know what I'm saying? But they're single cell organisms.
Point of
if I was
contest.
if I was to burn your petri dish filled with bacteria, I would have killed the bacteria. Correct?
Yes, but I'm not mentioning bacteria.
No, actually, sperm cells can remain viable up to 24 to 36 hours after death. Hair follicles, same bracket.
Skin.
And
There's a bunch of
yeah,
bone cell, and there's actually cells that will live in not perpetuity because almost nothing is perpetuity,
It
but
said
literally
it
are cells
yourself.
that are going to multiply and they are going to flourish
Yeah, you
after you
said it
die.
yourself. You
stem
just said
cells
it
in
yourself.
particular.
You
Stem
just said
cells
it
can
yourself.
survive 2 to
They're
5
living
days.
cells. So I'm not confused with the point is. I agree they are living cells.
Well,
What about
Yes,
the
no,
interesting.
your
Go ahead.
go ahead, Batman, because I think you got to my point.
Oh, I was just going to say the interesting part about stem cells in particular is that it takes our body an extremely a lot of energy to create those, and then at a certain point we stop making them. So I didn't even know that, but they will actually make more once you're out of here.
Mhm.
Yes, you can find the fossil of body with I don't know 1,000 years, 2,000, 3,000 years, and they still have active cells and DNA from the person that they actually like that belong to the person. Your statement was to me, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that life begins once these cells actually get activated when they're active. So my question was: so you believe that we are not dead because there's cells in our body that still go alive when they do their thing, or you believe then when we die, regardless if the cells inside of us stay alive or not?
No, I think when the body stops functioning, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. And I think the cells that you are in the beginning are the beginning of what you're going to become later on in life. So if you cancel that out, then you essentially cancel that whole life out, whatever it was going to be.
You know, I think an appropriate question would actually be, which cells are actually formed first in conception? Is it neutrons? Because they're the first to die. So if we think about it, they have the most information about us. So maybe that's a question that needs to be answered, because everything else that doesn't really mold your own personality starts to last a little longer. Like that's the first thing to go, your neurofires, which is really us. We're really just electricity bags, but it's neither here nor there. Back to you.
Xerox, did you get back to a calm and collected place? You good?
I'm good.
I
Sorry.
can tell you a joke if you need to.
So y'all can pick up from here, and I think Nino deserves one N word, so you have one N word until the end of the debate.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Because he was laughing at your pain, Zarek. So he gets one N word until the end of the show, okay?
You gotta laugh to keep from crying. No, but I was laughing because I was like, I didn't know what I did for real. I was just laughing like, I was
laughing because I was scared.
I was like, what?
I didn't know what.
No, she said, "So fucky with me."
Yeah.
Like, ooh, she competitive. Let's go. You got some more? You got some more in the tank?
Yeah, I guess we got to the end of it.
See, I ran out of bullets like Cammy. That's crazy.
Okay, I have a question for both of y'all. You both can answer it, or you can ask for a different question. But this is a high impact question. So, can you name one scenario where your position on this topic might cause harm? Either one of you can answer it.
Cause harm.
Where your position might cause harm. So, your position being pro. How can being pro life cause harm?
Giving birth to a baby is definitely harmful. You know what I'm saying? It's painful. And I think at certain times, I don't know if it's so true now, it could mean your life as a woman, you know? Even more reason why you should be careful about being out here and getting pregnant.
Okay. Rocky, would you like a different one, or would you like?
No, like I get it, ending, a pregnancy, when maybe one party, wants it, yeah, it has an, emotional impact and mental impact, on that person, right? So I get that, but at the end of the day, it's the woman that, if she chooses to carry, if she chooses to have, if she chooses to not have it for whatever reason, and usually those reasons are, again, it's because, whether, she can't, she can't support it, then I feel like we should, like, who are we to say that she can't, especially, if the laws, if it's legal.
Okay. Well,
any more questions, guys?
I mean, I got some, but I don't know how far you want to go for each segment. I can ask you each one more if you like.
Go ahead, because I don't think she got anything else.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Nino, since you are.
Why don't you ask me, Nino, instead of assuming, like what you said to me? Jeez.
Hey, Didn't I ask her earlier? I was like,
1 point for Zyrex for
Yeah,
asserting herself.
I asked you earlier. That's why I'm like,
Fight back.
Another point for Zyrex. Nino is just planning too much. He's a square. Let's go.
Nah, but what else you got?
Ooh-wee.
This man's scared. That's crazy.
All right, so Nino, you are pro. So the question that I would have is, if abortion is banned, what should the legal penalty be for a woman who gets one? If it's banned across everywhere, you can't have
Great
it.
question, sir. Great question.
This is what I think should happen, right? I don't even think the woman should be punished. I think that doctors just shouldn't be allowed to do it. And if the doctors are out here giving abortion, then they should get punished. That's my angle on it. That's what I would want.
Can you do a follow-up question, Batman? You
Yeah,
have a follow-up question, Batman?
No, you got it if you need it.
So if he's alive and you are killing alive, shouldn't these people get homicide?
Sometimes they do. Don't like when somebody kill a pregnant woman, they get double homicide.
Yeah. So if you consider these kids, the fetus babies, and you believe that an abortion is deliberately killed,
I don't consider them babies.
so what is
What
life?
whatever they are scientifically at the stage, whether it be fetus or whatever the levels are, that's what I think they are.
Do you believe that the fetus and the baby are the same, or they have the same value?
No, I think a baby is more developed.
You think a baby is superior to a fetus?
In what way? Value?
Value, yes.
They both just as valuable to me. The baby, the fetus is going to turn into a baby. So
why not get homicide?
I'm not 100% against that. If that's what it takes to stop them from doing it, you know what I'm saying? I'm for it.
No, I'm just testing like the consistency, right? If you are going to call a fetus and say is as valuable in life because it's potential of life that's going to become life, and we know if I deleted the baby, I probably get life in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or very close to it, like something like a NFL numbers. Do you think a woman? Let's go with the second. Like, do you believe that a woman that does a baby deletion should get NFL numbers, just like a person killing and deleting a baby?
Like, how would she do it if the doctor doesn't do it? You mean if she takes like a hanger or some crazy shit?
No, let's go. Let's assume that the doctor gets the penalties that come with being a doctor. What happens to the woman that took a shower, put her shoes on, her dress, got on the car, drove 30 miles to get on the clinic, laid on her bed? Like, what happens to that person that actually she was the one either plotting to have the kid deleted or actually giving the order to the doctor? Like, what happened to her since she deleted the life?
5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years.
Charge.
So you get more robbing a bank than deleting a baby or a fetus.
Niggas that kill niggas that get 5 to 10 years. So that's what I'm basing it on. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of times those high murder charges come when you kill somebody of a different complexion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Or you kill like a prominent person. But if I was to kill Bobby next door and it's my first charge, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably get sentenced to 10 and do 5 for good behavior.
Okay. Zyrex.
Mm-hmm.
So your question is gonna be framed more in the legal and philosophical reasoning aspect. So if bodily autonomy for a woman is absolute and for people in general, should parents be allowed to refuse medical care for born children?
Repeat that.
So if body autonomy is absolute, should parents, because it's their kid, should parents be allowed to refuse medical care for born children? So for example, the kid is born and the parents are very religious and they say, we're just going to pray on the kid when really all the kid needs is a respirator.
I don't think. No. Okay. Let me say it like this. See, it's sort of tricky because then for say what if we go yeah, and then yeah, the parents refuse it, right, and then the child dies. So then should the parents be held responsible if the parents get held responsible for for deleting? Basically, that's what happened, right? They deleted their kid. Should they go to if they get to go to jail? Then yeah, fine.
What was the circumstance again?
The circumstance was the parents be allowed to refuse medical
Like
care
care.
for born children. So children get born, and then the doctors say they need all this special stuff in order to stay alive. Should they be able to refuse that? Like if they don't do it, the kid's gonna die on the table. Basically.
I don't want to stop you there, but that kind of counts like a full individual. Now you actually committing a crime over a direct, like this is unequivocally a person. See what I'm saying? So if you, even if you have sovereignty over your own body, you will lose the sovereignty once the baby is in an individual.
Okay.
Zarek, is that any limit on where, like you said, when the baby forms a heartbeat, is that your cut line with?
Yes. The first trimester, whatchamacall, I don't think there should be any restriction. But then, of course, second and third, yeah, that's
So everything
the cutoff.
over 4 months, you
Yeah,
believe that is immoral to take the baby, like to delete the baby, right? Or
yeah,
the fetus.
because then I see it. Yeah, that's when I see it as yeah, a baby.
Can you answer the
Because
same question I asked Nino? How would you charge the woman for having a baby deletion on the third trimester?
Well, because then again, because I see it as a baby, therefore I understand why like someone would, yeah, they would get charged, double homicide because yeah, I see it as a child, even though it's still in the womb. But if like say she was, a month, 2 month, pregnant and a car accident, whatever, and yeah, I don't think the guy, the guy or girl, whoever deleted, you know, um, the woman, I don't think he should be charged with double homicide because I don't see it as a baby yet.
Sure, but
Mhm.
in this situation, if a woman gets a baby deletion on the second, third trimester, what happens to her if Xarax is the queen, empress, uh, prime minister of the world? What's the punishment?
Um, I, I mean, I'm not really like
Let
how
me
else will
let
how
me
else would he
let
get
me
how else would
explain.
he get it except by going to the
No,
doctors, right? Okay.
yes, let me explain what to. Now you can take medicine. There's a lot of things that can get the baby out of you, right? But let me explain it, right? Your statement was this: I believe in my body, my choice, but only until the baby has a heartbeat, and only until the fetus has a heartbeat. After the fetus has a heartbeat, I now believe that this is a fetus. I believe that this is a life. So
Mhm.
only can do child deletions before the heartbeat is there, right? So now let's imagine that this woman, she already has the fetus has a heartbeat and all these things, and she decides to go through with an abortion, which goes against the law that you put that after the heartbeat is born, after the heartbeat is detected, this is a viable life. Like this is life, right?
Yeah.
What will
Hmm.
be the punishment for that woman to delete their kid if you were the queen, the president of it all? Like, what will be the punishment of that woman that deleted the kid, even though after he got the heartbeat?
We're not talking about the exception cases, right? Like if I don't know of any like method how like a woman would get like after after 4 or 5 months, like she's like big already. So if if
Huh?
I would consider that of course I would consider that murder
So what that?
because it's viable.
So how many years? Life in prison? Just like somebody deleting an old lady or something like that. That will be the punishment.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't because no, like maybe like 5 to 10 years.
So my last question is, why is that life less valuable than my life? If somebody deletes me, 5, 10 years is a slap in the wrist. They're going to get like we're all going to throw the book at them, especially if I can defend myself, right? Why is my life more important than this thingy with the heartbeat that both you and Nino agree that is like that you wouldn't do an abortion? Like, why is more important?
Well,
That's
well,
what y'all believe.
because I'm inflicting pain on this the life that if anything it's only gonna affect me and the 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 fetus, right? But then
Mhm.
if I'm deleting your life, I'm inflicting harm to someone like on the outside, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, I think you should go because you're not supposed to inflict, like cause harm to other people. And so
What if,
yeah, there's punishment for
what if
doing, but then this I still consider as, part of um I'm sorry, go ahead.
what if my deletion is harmless? What if it was a
It,
millisecond? It was something that happened a millisecond. I didn't even know. You know when they say he didn't know what happened to him? It was already gone before the body hit the floor. Like if it's something that happens that literally, like why I definitely didn't feel it. It was
it doesn't matter.
moment. Why?
Again, because the fetus, that's, again, it's sort of like, like I see that more um like sort of like self-harm. You get it? Then because again, I'm taking away a life. But this fetus, even though yeah, it's a life, I still consider, my life too. You get what I'm saying? I don't kind of figure like find a way to a word. Yeah, because
Okay.
it's sort of like, like it's sort of like self harming. I see it more like a self harm because I'm killing my own body. Even though at that point, past
You're
like
killing your own body,
5 months.
but you stay alive, right? You're not dying.
And that's why, like I said, I feel it should the woman should be punished. It's because by then she's doing it illegally. She's doing it because she just doesn't want the baby, not because of medical reasons, health reasons, or whatever. Because those will be the exceptions.
Oh. I don't have more questions. Thank you, Batman. Thank you, Dark Nino, for the intensity.
It was very intense.
On Zarek's part, Nino is scared.
Oh man.
I know.
I think Nino
This is
got
what
caught off
Nino is
guard.
a good guy. Nino is such a
Yeah.
good guy. And Nino is like, you know
Yes,
what?
is.
I'm just going to sit on this couch. I'm going to chill. You like your name is not JS Zarek or JS Rocky.
Dang it.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
My good friend. I can't get mad at her, even though she cussed me out.
I'm going to. Hey, player one,
On-
clip this
on
shit.
your
Clip all
show.
the motherfucker. Stop fucking with me.
Like, fucking go
Player
there.
one,
Fucking go. She turned right on me. I was like, that.
clip this shit. Player one, we have no clips coming.
Cammy ran. She had to run. Wait, all the parents are
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
Can't
definitely
like,
got
Daddy
out
and
of
mommy
Dodge.
fighting. Stop.
Yeah, I was
Somebody, anybody.
like, man,
speaking of player one, you know what I'm saying? He did hit me with a $10 cash app for the time I spent putting this show together. Appreciate you, my guy. Let me play this video for my guy right quick. Let's get it.
You supported honorable donation.
Appreciate you again, player one. Man, I don't know. Something about me, man. I always can bring that heat out of Zyrax.
I know.
He was ready. I like that. I like that.
You
But,
know, G.
yes, OG's better than me at it. But yeah, man, I guess that's it for that topic. I mean, if y'all got any questions or want to give, dissertations or whatever that word is, feel free.
I have to apologize, friends. I had to take care of business. I had like a nurse assistant and one of the reception that I have to take care of it, but I'm back. I apologize for the 15 minutes. I let. I'm not going to make considerations. Batman was here the whole time, even though he's bootlegging my background, but it looks really good, so I'll give him the floor.
Yeah, Batman, the fire background. I love the Rizz Academy pink part. Yeah.
To Nino, that's his thumbnail. I took that too.
Motherfucker has a piano on the back, like he knows how to play that shit.
I do.
Motherfucker.
Yo, that was the awesome Mike Batman. It's like we got a freaking game or something. Ladies and
I took that from somebody else too. Yeah.
Can you do that again, Cammy? What?
No.
Gentlemen.
That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, what?
That's what you said, but I'll leave it alone. You guys have more topics?
Zyrex has several, but we didn't get sold on one. But I told her they just throw them out there.
Oh yeah.
Can you do tag teams, please? No, I'm kidding. You guys got it.
Hold on, give me one.
You can. It don't matter. This could actually. The topics could actually just go to the panel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got our. That was the main one. We didn't really settle on another one. But
get another one. Let's do tag teams.
Okay.
I'm team Zyrex today. Let's go. Let's go.
I got Jeremy.
I didn't like how Nino was screaming at Zyrex. I need to do something.
Cam, you can be on my team if you want, or you can be with Zyrex.
Oh shit, you're going to lose.
Be a floater. You can be, Cammy, you could be a floater.
Oh damn. Hey Cammy, congratulations on the win, by the way. The Spurs won. You did a great job with your reach and your long arms and shit.
Wait,
what? Spurs.
Shout out to Wemby, the Rizz god.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm missing something.
Don't worry about it. You understand?
Yeah.
I have sort of a funny. It's not a debate topic, but it's just a funny topic, and it's one of those. Which one would you rather?
Would you rather have a gay son or a bitch of a hoe, or both?
Oh my god!
That would be nice.
So would you rather walk in on your parents doing the deed, or would you rather your parents walk in on you doing the deed?
Oh, walk on me doing the deed.
That's so
100% walk in.
So mature.
What you talking about?
I don't know, bro. I don't want to see my parents at compromise.
Yeah, I'd rather her go through the trauma.
Yeah, to me, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, either way is fucked up.
As long as I'm not doing that shit on the couch and they have a clear view of exactly what I'm doing, I'm very okay with this. But if he's open the door of the room and I don't care. I wouldn't care regardless. I would be looking crazy at my mom. Why'd you let my dad do that to you? But other than that, other than the local respect for my mom because she let in another man doing that to her, I'll be okay. I'm like, come on, mom, you need to fight back. Come on. That's
right. You got to answer too, is that right?
Yeah, I'd rather, walking on my parents.
Oh, where? Yeah. Oh, no.
Damn, what do you have to hide? Are you hiding something? You and Spider are naughty, y'all go. If your parents walk into you and Spider, y'all have like the swing and shit. Y'all have a swing on the door and everybody's led up hands and shit.
Oh, wait, what?
Got the little
crazy stuff going on over there.
Got the little
I really don't care.
Got the little whips like that.
I'll say, Mom, take a picture before you go.
From your TV AFKR0.
Take a picture.
Playing from your TV AFKR0.
The helicopter. I learned that on the Discord. The helicopter.
Yep.
I need that daggone joke. Like, helicopter.
Life is a journey, not a destination.
Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow?
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
That was racist as fuck.
The tree grow or a Negro?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
racist.
y'all didn't answer the question.
Good job. I'd rather have
I plead the fifth.
Go ahead, Zara.
No.
You
He said,
pussy
nope.
too.
I'm not answering that question.
That's crazy. Y'all pussy too. That's fucked up.
I'd rather watch a tree grow.
Damn.
That's gonna be years, but yeah, I agree. I'd rather watch the tree grow.
Yeah. What y'all said. I'll go with whatever y'all say.
Man. Any more serious topics, Eric?
Yeah, me and Nina wanted to sort of we sort of want to explore the financial abortion part. You know, should a man have the right to financially terminate? You know, and to me, of course, my answer is no.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
Yes.
Why not?
My answer is the same. It's gonna stay the same as long as women go out here have abortions. I mean terminations, whatever you want to call it. Then a man should be able to financially, terminate if he wants. I mean, it's only fair.
I think it should be a time limit on it.
But that's difficult because he might not even know the woman is pregnant.
Well, that's on him. But I mean, we gotta
Damn,
have
how is that on me? That's crazy.
We gotta have some way of being able to allow the dude to make his decision and know that that's his decision. But at the same time, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do,
Right.
there's gonna be penalties to that. That's how life is.
I think you should receive, when you receive like a notice, when you file for divorce or subpoena, something like that, they have to legally serve you. I think the man had to be legally served, and he has like 3 months, 2 months, whatever, to decide what he's going to do, just like everything else. If he doesn't pull up, he has the rights of the kid. If you want to waive the rights and forfeit, he needs to pull up, explain to the judge why, and settle the case to see if he can forfeit or not.
Yep.
That
And I actually think on top of that it should be mandatory to have a blood test, and if the blood test is not a part of it, then all of it's null and void.
Yes, so you can do an internal DNA test after the 11th week. So 2 months and a half, you can know if the baby is yours, even when the baby is still a fetus.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So I think that mark is the important mark. I think that started with the man. Do a DNA test, and if it's yours, then you have a time frame to choose, and you have to prove too that this was not planned. Because if it was planned, you can back out of it. If you say I want to be a daddy, and then you get cold feet, sorry, sir.
Yep.
That's part.
I think it should be vice versa. If she planned to have a baby, and then all of a sudden she can't get cold feet when she get pregnant, you know what I'm saying, and then decide to run off and get that shit done.
And if you do, then you owe financial restitution.
Yeah.
The same amount that would have been if the dude had been on birth control. If he had been on have to pay child support. The exact same amount.
That'll never happen. The state makes too much money. Society will literally break it off the way that women are moved.
Well, no, Nino, think about. I mean, not Nino. Fat, think about it. If the government could still get money, they don't care where it's gonna come from. So all you gotta do is tie that into the same system.
No, I know, but there's like society would collapse because society actually depends on this man to take responsibility to this woman not to be on the hook and all that. That's why, for example, in France, it's illegal to do paternity tests without the knowing of the mother, because people like the state doesn't want to take care of. Like the state sees man as a collateral damage. And answering to Theo, I apologize for answering to a bum. A crazy driver, didn't even super chat. Why does the man need to explain with the court case when she doesn't need to explain why she does it? Of course she does. She has to prove that he's the dad. She has to prove that, she has to prove a bunch of things. Like there's money's involved. How much money? If a man doesn't make money, he doesn't have to pay money. right? Like like the even when you ask for child support or all these things, it depends of a lot of things that the man has to come in and prove. How much he earns, where does he stay, how many days does he want to be with the kids, and all that. I just want to make sure that the man don't have the same way women have the loophole when it comes to false allegations, and nothing happens to them. I want to make sure that the man didn't put this idea on the woman, promise her everything, told her you're the mother of my kids, and now because something happened, now he doesn't want to take care of it. I think you should stick by that.
Theo brought up a good point. I wanted to ask Zyrex. You think that in order to a woman to terminate, she should have to go to court and get a court order?
No, see, this is why, yeah, again, this topic, like I feel like a lot of times, it's you guys have these positions, not because you guys actually like care, right? You guys are. I feel like it's because you guys feel some sort of way because women,
Who
for the
is you
past,
guys?
I
Can you
don't know,
put names on it, please?
you know what I
Yeah.
mean. I'm not talking. I'm not.
I'm feeling attacked.
I'll fuck you with me, Alex.
It's because women have been because women would try to trap a guy and stuff like that, right? And so therefore you guys,
You think it's a
because
get
it's not
back?
like you guys want the baby. You guys act, you guys are anti-abortion, not because you guys actually care about wanting the chick wanting the baby, right?
Oh, so you think
Because
it's
a
a
lot of
get
times
back?
men don't want the baby.
What?
Yes,
Okay. Hey, left.
I'm not talking about you guys. Don't take it. I'm not
Never
talking about
nobody
you
on the
guys.
chat,
But
right?
I'm just
Said
talking
I
about
love the red cat.
like, in general. If you don't,
No, because you got to be talking about us because we the ones having the conversation.
No,
no,
she was
I
talking
think you're
about
talking
you.
with Nino because my argument is
Talking
bulletproof.
to you, Nino.
Yeah, I think he's talking to the. My argument is bulletproof because I believe in my body, my choice. So if I believe in my body, my choice, I believe in my wallet, my choice. I believe in both. I believe that women should have an opportunity to opt out of motherhood, just like men should have an opportunity to opt out of fatherhood. I just don't think it's automatic. I think the man should prove at least that he didn't have intention, actually didn't sell nobody a dream, didn't tell a woman to do something and
Mhm.
then backed out. Right? It's like we're investors. I tell you to invest in a company because we are going to, and then you put the money there, and then I say, I changed my mind, and now you're stuck,
Mhm.
right? I believe that there's I think it's the bare minimum to make sure that the man is not using this loophole. So I think you were mentioning Nino. You just don't want to say his name.
Yep. Because my philosophy is don't sign the birth certificate until you know for certain.
She couldn't be talking about me because I wouldn't want no woman having a termination. Not me at all.
No, I know. I didn't say you. I'm just gonna stop.
Must be talking about
Damn.
really.
That's real quick.
It's
Because
Cammy.
usually people that talk about financial abortion,
Everything. Cammy.
it's because they feel some sort of way.
Rich quit.
They feel like men have been, men have been cheated.
I want
So
equality.
because
Don't you?
a lot of times women will carry on with the pregnancy, and the guy doesn't want it, but then she gets to carry it on, and then you'll put him on child support.
Yeah, I want equality.
Yeah.
Isn't that what feminism is about?
Yeah.
You should be on my side.
Damn.
Well, if that's the case, then how come you're not for, again, like I
What
have
am
to
I
be
not-
on your side, but then you're not,
What am I not for when it comes to feminism?
Oh shit.
Mm-mm.
you personally, which because your positions do like sort of align with mine. It's not that far, but then but then when we, like when it comes to debate and stuff, you are on, on the opposition.
Yeah, no, because it's the thing, right? I am a true feminist, in my opinion. Like Kevin Sam used to say, I seek for equality amongst both sexes. I believe a lot of you feminists, self-proclaimed, are only for equal rights for your benefit because y'all will fight for your rights to vote, but you won't fight to have the same amount of jail time as a man for the same crime. When it benefits you, when the unequalness benefits you, you have no problem with it. But
So Nino, you are saying that you are a true feminist and
I'm
she's
just
a
playing
fake
on her.
feminist. And she's a fake feminist. You
I'm
are
just
really
playing
for
around.
equality, and she's not.
Yeah, I really am. I'm all for. I'm a fair
Oh
person.
shit!
I'm for fairness. That's why I feel like, because to be honest with you, I'm all for a man handling his responsibility. If I had it my way, there would be no abortion. There would be no financial abortion. And if you get that girl pregnant, once you find out it's yours, you got to handle your business. If you let that man impregnate you, you have that baby and you handle business. You got to do what
Yep.
you got to do. You play the game. You know what I'm saying? And now you get the consequences. And I don't
Yep.
think that is fair
I
that
agree.
they got ways out and men don't. And
Yep.
I don't see what the problem is with that if you're a true feminist, if you want equality like y'all say.
There's really only a problem as long as the girl doesn't agree with you. That's when it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
See, but okay, you see it as like women, they have what you call ways out or whatever, but you're seeing it as like a positive. Women should think that it's a positive.
It is a positive when you can get out of something you don't want to do.
Then
Or when you can force something to happen because you know that it's going to also be, and this is not, but force somebody to do something to be able to still be a part of their life without having to have the commitment to take care of them or to submit to them. You got a permanent paycheck. Yeah, I think that's messed up.
Permanent paycheck of how much?
It depends on how good you are with and who and
Yeah,
how big the
and
fish
what's
you
the
caught.
average, Jeremy? And what is the average? What
Oh,
does a woman get for the average a check for a child?
Let's see.
That's $100.
What?
You guys almost want to talk about alimony? Do the typical woman get who files for child support stuff? Does she
Now,
get alimony?
Are we only
No.
doing birth control? Or are we doing birth control, spousal support? I mean, are we doing all of it or just one thing?
No. I guess you could just ask. Oh shoot. Yeah,
Oh, just child support?
Sorry. Yeah. What's the average? I know it varies state by state, but I don't know the. Yeah, just an average amount.
Okay.
I'll be honest, most guys I know they got to pay child support is paying way more than $100.
Yeah, but that's their child, though.
I'm just saying, you
That's
saying
their child.
okay, and
see
the national average order
Yeah, don't care about
amount
kids.
is
I'm sorry, Jeremy.
$430 per month.
$430.
Now the amount that's actually paid, so that's what the court's saying. The court is saying that it should be $430 per month per child. But
That it should.
but the national average is saying what's actually getting paid is somewhere around $250 to $300 per month.
Again, it's your child. Like,
Yeah, it's your child.
no, it's your child. Your body, your
It's
choice.
your child.
I know.
Your body,
Women
your
aren't the
choice.
ones
Is your
that-
child.
I know, but the women aren't complaining. Sorry,
Women aren't complaining.
So sorry. There's only one law that men want, right? Two, to be honest. For the men that want their kids, they want the default 50-50. And then if they can't, they talk with the woman to figure it out, right?
Yes.
And the other one for the men that don't want their kids is fuck them kids. If you can go to the firefighter station and leave your kid there, and you can opt out of motherhood even though the baby is outside, I can do it too. That's the true equality, right? The things y'all can do, we can do too. If you want to keep the kid, 50-50 default by like as soon as we with the court. If I don't want the kid, fuck that kid, you add it, your body, your choice, keep it, I'm out. That's true equality. Because a woman can literally abandon a kid and skip motherhood multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually equality and feminism. And if I actually had to pull women to give these rights to men, the most staunch feminisms, they will never accept that shit.
No, because I don't. I'll No, I won't say anything. Let me. I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more.
Do you think if we offer just women, especially feminists, right? Let's not even go with traditional women. You think if we did a referendum where women will decide if men can opt out of fatherhood, because the woman can opt out of motherhood, and it's my body, my choice. So men decide, hey, it's your body, your choice. But as soon as the baby is here, if we split, it's 50-50 default custody. Okay, that's the default. We can work through that if the man works too much, all that, but it's 50-50 default. These two things are equalitarian. They are the most feminist, probably, positions that you can find, which give power to the man and to woman to opt in or out of motherhood and fatherhood. You think if I gave a bill to 100% of the feminists, what do you think actually? Do you think this bill would pass? Or do you think they would say, nah, we don't want this? This puts the woman in this position, in that position, all that, so we don't want this to actually go through.
I don't see
Which
why they
one
would agree.
what do you think happened?
I don't think. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't agree with that 50-50.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't see, because if feminist is all about like equality, then yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't be for it.
So you don't understand why would
I understand there's some, again, there are some that are extreme and they're like, hell no, you know what I'm saying? But I think I think your average woman, if explained in that way, I don't see why she would say no. Because the child is both you and the father's. If you and the father, if it doesn't work out, then the child spends 50 time with the mom, 50 time with the dad.
Yeah, but most of the time these women be bitter. You know that. So they trying to take that man to the ringer a lot of time.
50-50 default is for you to have a fair start.
Mm-hmm.
Is for the people to actually have a chance to be at least half of the time with their kids and all that. If the man then can go, then we can change it. Or the woman can go, then we can change it. I think that's how most negotiation starts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 50 of this kid, you are 50 of this kid, 50%. So let's do 2 weeks, 2 weeks, or 1 week, 1 week. And then if the man says, I can do it because I work too much and I work outside of the house, then we can adjust it. But that should be the default, so people don't use kids as a come up, as a monetization thing. They are having kids for the sake of having kids.
I agree with that.
What happens with the child support in that situation? If they both got the kid the same amount of time, that means no child support, right?
No.
So in the United States, it's not directly like that because of the lifestyle. So it has to be like for example, if you earn $1 million and the woman earns 50,000, they will take that in consideration and they'll say, hey, you have to take care of the kid life insurance, you have to take care of the kid private school because your income is way more than her, right? Mm-hmm. But for the most part, it's kind of more of a balanced and fair situation because the woman is more difficult for the woman to take advantage of the money you give her to just go ahead and finance her life. Because if it's a split of 5 days with her and 2 with you, then the math actually starts to act all fucked up. So they are actually taking that in consideration because you have 3 more days than the other person. When it's 50-50, usually they kind of stress more of the bill side, like what can you afford when it comes to the bills that the kid is going to actually have.
All right.
My thing is just protect yourself. Just protect yourself. If you don't want kids,
close
men,
your legs,
know what to do.
ladies. Close your legs, ladies. Yes, if you don't want kids, close your legs. Close your eggs or take care of the eggs. You heard that, Cammy? I already told you, Cammy will be pro-life in 3 months. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. I believe in the third trimester.
I'm trying to figure out how she keep getting sick. She don't go nowhere. Must be the AC.
It seems like it's like 12 o'clock noon. Where's he at? She got every light on.
Who?
Cammy.
Nah, Not in
You
my
got, any,
house.
Yes.
you got anything on the subject?
She was on the phone talking with
No,
her
I
new
don't
boyfriend.
know.
Damn.
Dang. A
He
new
wasn't
one?
even paying attention. Hey, Cammy, what was the last point that Zarex made?
It's all
Hey, hey,
about protecting
what,
yourself or something. I mean, I know what.
what was my question? What I was saying? We're talking about what?
What color is my shirt, man?
Yo, financial person. I was enjoying it.
No, you weren't. She was on Discord putting memes and shit.
Wow.
Man.
That's what you get when you bring the Rizz Academy to something. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Attention to
shit.
class,
Hey,
late
Nino.
students, just
You
crazy.
can't talk about the Riz Academy like
Thank
that.
you,
I'm
Jim.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Somebody on the chat
I did my
said,
job.
Somebody had to say it, then.
somebody on the chat said the team that loses become a kindergarten.
Nah.
Oh, well.
It's like the
No, nobody
kindergarten.
agreed to that. We didn't agree
Looked like
to
it
that,
was a
so-
draw.
The risk. Oh, look at him flexing his echo. Do it again. Do it again. That was good. Do it again. The echo.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
And the winner is Nino Nation. Uncontested.
That's right.
No, that's a lot.
That's
Oh.
right. You know what I'm saying? Even your lawyer said I won. That's official. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I mean,
It was never any
no, just
doubt.
because he's
You
a
know,
lawyer, that doesn't. No, just because he's a lawyer, that
hey,
don't mean anything.
hey, I got
He's
my
supposed to be
scorecard
objective.
and everything.
I thought it was rigged too, to be honest.
Nah.
Because the lawyer has a conflict of interest.
I was trying to make y'all win. I was even adding y'all
Oh
points
shit,
together.
he admitted.
It
He
still
admitted
didn't
he
work
corrupted.
out.
Damn, he admitted he corrupted. He said I was trying to get y'all win. That's
I'm
crazy.
not a financial lawyer.
Can we please dismiss this lawyer, please, and get the one?
hey,
Apparently, I'm not
Yeah,
good at
leave
it.
us
We still
alone.
won.
Yeah, y'all are okay. I think y'all would kick Smell the Rose's ass if y'all debated on something.
Whoa, what?
Mm.
Yo, that's
Yes.
so random.
And T.O.
No, Smell the Rose is in the chat working on TO2.
Yep. Smoke both of them. I
TO
see
needs to
y'all.
go to the motherfucking driver's license again. Stop talking, sir. We need to get the.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
It's why I
Alright.
don't debate.
it's not.
Zara says she take anybody. She don't debate. She destroy.
Zarak says, you better watch her mouth, Nino.
Yeah.
As long as you was talking a little trash, so must be gonna be apologizing. Hey man, I had,
Hey,
you know
hey
what?
Nino, you know what
what
Zarak
the
reminds me?
my bad, Fatty, but I just wanted to say one quick thing. I had talked to my mother about this debate, and I was like, man, you know, I might let Zyrax win. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Oh
don't
shit!
think-
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm
Showing
saying?
mercy
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the
Yeah,
people.
let her win so she can, you know, get in some confidence. And I was like, nah, you better kick her ass. I was like, all right.
Send the videos of her screaming to your mom, please.
Yep. Especially when she cuss you out.
Yeah,
I apologize, Mama Nino.
Zara's kind of like Broly and shit. She kind of calm on like day-to-day basis, but when she gets upset,
I wish I
Yo.
could have seen how she was. I would love to see the facial expression.
stop fucking with me, Nino.
You want to fucking go?
Fact.
Let's go.
I promise you that's what it sounds like.
You
I
want
was
to
nervous.
fucking go? That's something that Cammy would say. You want to fucking go?
Well, I don't even use that kind of language, sir.
Yeah, because you were a lame.
You asked for it, buddy.
You better.
Why I oughta?
Hey, that shit was hilarious. That was fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
Who is doing show tomorrow?
Me doing the show after the super panel. Probably do a super panel review. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I don't want to talk about what everybody else talking about.
Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. I forgot. That's cool.
Yeah.
We can always talk about zebras if you like.
Oh my gosh.
I don't mind talking about zebras.
I just wanted to ask about, the whole well, I don't know if I should, but like on Ali's panel today.
Sure. What you want to ask?
No, what was what you call what was the problem that I guess, or a problem that you guys had with CEO, but then Why was he in the hot seat? Hot seat. Let's say that.
Because CEO is remember when Logic used to call Anton arbor of terrorists?
Oh, huh.
Oh, that's messed up.
Remember that shit like 4 years ago, something like that. Like you would say, Anton, you be harboring these terrorists because you give him like. You know what I'm saying? CEO is kind of like putting himself on that position, and a lot of times, and one thing that like, there's nothing more dangerous in this space than a pretty woman with some toy soldiers. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like these women already get no consequences, get no nothing. I understand the coaching, but when you actually get in on front lines and defending them, especially when it's not deserved, we're going to we're going to check you on it. And like I said, at least it's being said in front of the cameras because it's what people are thinking. They just don't say it because they want to refer to themselves. But trying to be Jazz whisper and all that shit, knowing for a fact that Jazz is clearly on the wrong and she clearly trying to get a moment, in my opinion, is not something that a serious actor should be doing.
Mhm.
Because we know this is all for content once again. And not shout out, respectfully to Jazz. If this was somebody that she liked, she would never carry this conversation. Matter of fact, if she could do content with the same numbers that she does content when she has beef, she will never touch this shit. This is like some bottom of the barrel, looking for reactions and try to get offended to get some content when there's a real life motherfucking predators walking around and all that shit, and you went to there along. Knowing for the fact after everybody told you what it was. I'm not calling Daryl Long a predator on the sense of he does. Like, see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's a PDF file, but Daryl Long said, even this week, and Daryl Long was talking with Lucky Baby Daddy. I will F your daughter. Like, Daddy, bring me over, Daddy. Like that dude is just, and he's been doing this for a while, and everybody knew about it, and she decided to go with him anyway. In my opinion, she only stopped that shit because it comes with political cost. Because most of the people on this place don't fuck with him. And the second, he kind of turned on you. Because if he didn't, we'll still be here. So
okay, so then my question is, like is it, a panelist, like, responsibility to sort of defend, like say if like Cammy says some wild stuff, but then we just laugh or whatever,
yes.
Is it like is it any one of our responsibility to sort of I guess check Cammy or whatever, even if like to us it's not that, to us it may seem like it's not that serious.
Yes, but what was said that needed checking? That was the disagreement, right? They were saying a woman is ready when her body is ready to take a man's body, right? Or something like that. That's nature. CEO literally said that. And then a few seconds later said, I lost my virginity with the 16-year-old when I was 12. You just have to be consistent. Sometimes we don't approve nature. But nature happens. If I say, hey, Zarex, from the moment a person has sex until the moment the person dies, let's assume that we think a fetus or whatever is like a baby or possible life. What do you think is the biggest cause of death? From the moment we have sex, first day we assume that this baby is a baby or the future baby until the day they die at 75. What do you think is the biggest cause of death?
Well, as in like the death for the baby?
Yes. No. The whole human process since the day the mommy fucks the daddy until the day they die.
The cause of death?
Yes.
Well, like I'm not understanding.
So you know when they say abortion will rank on the top three, top one, top two, if we actually accounted abortion as people dying. You know when they say that?
Hmm.
Well, okay. I think I know what you're saying because I was trying to figure out where you're going with this. Well, yeah, any kind of like any kind of harm, whether it's it could deletion,
Mm-hmm.
um, like is it car accident, health reasons? Like there's no.
Is the embryo on the first days of pregnancy not making it like 10 times more than
Okay, okay,
the number two?
okay, I got you. Okay,
Like your body literally rejects
miscarriage.
the yes. It's not a
Okay.
miscarriage because it's technically, but it's they get connection and something goes left, and this happens like 10 times probably more than all of the cause of death combined.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
But did you notice how I can explain this and still say I might not be pro-life or pro-choice? This is just me explaining to people. If we're going to count since the day that your dad and your mom had sex until the day that you die, the number one cause of death is like the embryo literally goes to shit. Right?
Yeah.
And this is not we defending it, we just explaining what it is. On these conversations, especially when it's dangerous conversations, you have to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that I definitely agree.
Because not everybody actually has precise language. We talk about this, right? Be precise with your wording. Be precise with what you say. This Eli should know better. You should be extremely precise with this wording because if you actually miss, you are going to give people the imagination to fill in the rest. But if there's no allegations, if there's no child porn, if there's no victims, if there's no nothing, putting a jacket as dangerous as that in a person is for political gain. I would lose a lot of respect if any of y'all did a show like that about that shit. Because it's just for clicks and views. You really don't care.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? While you were here, I went on podcast because he had nurse assistant and J Prince there. And he was keep thinking about these women be doing this because of their dad. If they don't have a dad, and I asked him, if that's the case, why is your daughter doing these all bad things to other kids? And he flipped out. He was saying, "Oh, because if a man, a grown ass man, comes on with my 16-year-old daughter, I will whoop his ass." You was whooping your ass when your daughter had crushes of her age. So it's regardless. So did you see, Zarex, why we kind of be careful with like the politicizing like serious events is because people truly don't care. Because if people did, everybody will be talking about the Epstein Island. Everybody will be talking about these teachers. Everybody will talk about real predators. They want the sensational, like they want the clicks and the views of putting a jacket of other people. And the jacket is only used because they don't like him. It's not because they did something. It's because they don't like him. It's not because the speech is dangerous. They don't like him. And matter of fact, I kind of agree with you need to be careful of putting accountability on these kids, right? You are an adult. These people are kids. The responsibility is not the same. Yeah. But there's a percentage of these kids that actually have malicious intent when they're doing certain things. Having fake IDs, going to places where they know. Like, for example, I do Monkey app, right? The Monkey app's supposed to be over 18.
Yeah.
And you see what happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bunch of teenagers on there.
Yeah. So now what happens? If I assume, because this is the terms and conditions, you are 18. If I'm talking to you and I'm assuming that you're over 18, and all of a sudden you say you're 15 because you're 15, is this my responsibility as an adult, or is your responsibility because you actually lied and didn't comply with the terms and conditions? I think this is a very interesting conversation, but people don't want to do that. You are adult, you should know better. Oh, so I'm complying to everything that people ask me to do, and I still have the responsibility of being a mind reader when people are clearly lying to me?
but then, well, it depends, right? If that teenager, said, "Oh, I'm 18," then I mean, if the teenager said, "I'm 15," and you still continue on, then yeah, I think the responsibility does fall on you. But if the teenager is 18, I mean 15, but lied that he's 18, then no, because you didn't know. The person lied to you.
Sure. So I will actually be more gracious, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe some kids are clearly kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are prepubescent. You can clearly see this motherfucker kid. Right?
Yeah.
But on this topic, they're not just talking about prepubescent kids, because after 16, after 15, kids start to actually act like look like adults, man and woman. Right?
Yeah.
So I will even give you the benefit of the doubt when you actually look at somebody and you say, this is clearly a kid, the adult should know better because you can identify it, right? It's kind of a consensual, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when I'm on a monkey app and Cammy is the person I'm talking with? And she says, I'm like, no, you're not. Right? And again, this is a conversation that look at the old people in Cammy. What happens? And these people are all fucked up because I guarantee you, if anybody on our squad started it in Cammy, they will call every type of name, even though Cammy is an adult, right? Yeah. But on the other end, if Cammy looked like Flora, like a gigantic mammoth, right? But she was 17, they will still blaming you because you didn't verify the age, even though she looks like a grown-ass person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. A lot of people, although we can have like an honest, mature, discussion about this. The people that are watching, or even sometimes, the people that are watching sometimes will try to they'll, especially if they don't like you, they'll try to turn it around and say, oh, this person, why are they talking about this? This must be, trying to put intention on you, even though we know that, we're having we're just having a discussion, nothing else. People want to imply that, we're having this discussion because we want to, because really we want to talk about this. Oh, this person liked this or whatever. I get it. Yeah.
Sure. But there's the thing. Remember when we used to say, in my time, gay was to suck a dick. You grab a penis and you put it on your motherfucking cheek. And now gay is saying, I am going to eat a hot dog. Pause. Double pause. Oh my God. You from the rainbow community.
Hey,
right? You need like how we shifted and went so far that now even you saying regular things like speech is actually like an excuse to call you gay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yep. You have in a friendship like what Tommy did with me and Ali, call me gay because I demanded, and I asked my friend, hey man, can we not do this? Right? That's the thing. If everybody's gay, nobody's gay. If everybody's an abuser, nobody's an abuser. If everybody's a predator, nobody's a predator. Mm-hmm. It's actually fucking up for the real victims.
Yeah.
Because like I said, in my opinion, like CEO has a very similar history to Anton, to Omi, to Ali. They were very young when they had this first experience with older women. If these people actually cared about what they say, they will do 7 shows about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't care because why am I going to make a show about Anton being a victim? Or Ali being a victim of, like, it doesn't go with the narrative. So this is all about clicks. Because I guarantee you, if you reverse it, and CEO said that he did something to a 12-year-old when he was 16, he would be on a thumbnail at this point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody will say, look at this monster. Like, we actually have the person that was on Bomb Cherry, remember? The dude that he was a kid, I think he was 11 and he touched a 6 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was 9 or something. And people say this man is a monster. No nuance, no nothing, because he was a kid too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you flip it, and you put a woman on the position and a man, this is what I'm saying. Like
Right, it's a double standard for some reason.
he's not just double standard, he's performative.
Mm-hmm.
It's performative because if a woman says that she got touched when she was a girl, everybody would kind of be empathetic and cry and all that shit. But if a man actually says the same stuff, people will ask him more on the point of view of curiosity and not the point of view of you are a victim. That's what happened with the teachers. Oh, damn. Where was these teachers when I was in high
I wish
school?
it was me.
Right, yeah. Because it's like when a boy's a victim, I guess they don't look at it
Right.
as a victim. Oh, he wanted it or something like that. But when it's a female, oh, you know what I mean? It's like they're both kids.
And this is where feminism fails miserably on his face. Woman did all this pushing for them to get rights and to get empathy and all that, but they can make society actually do the same thing when it comes to men. And a lot of women actually laugh about men's pain because they don't deem men's pain as valuable as women's pain.
Wait, to be fair, Fatty, right? And I get what you're saying, John, right? But regards with the big predator stuff, right? And I want to do this, right? Do you think that when it comes to like the teacher and the female teacher and the boy teacher, like I see more women, sympathizing. I see guys in the comment section clowning. I don't
Exactly,
really
Cammy. I was gonna say that.
clowning male victims, especially when it comes to sexual assault. I be seeing guys clown each
Yeah.
other.
Exactly. It's usually guys that are saying, "Oh,
When it comes to
like,
this particular topic.
mhm. And that's why I feel like in this specific, subject or topic that the culture around it needs to change. I think men need to be like, that's not good.
Sure. Who
Mhm.
dictates culture? Who has been dictating culture in the last 40 years, man or woman?
Wait, what?
But women are not for that though. Although
No. I don't care if y'all are for it or not, right? Who's been dictating culture on the last 40, 50 years after the sexual revolution and woman suffrage and all these things? Who's dictating culture, man or woman?
women.
So, chop chop.
Yeah,
Get
but
to
then
work.
if women, but then what you call women are not going, you should date, if your teacher hit on you, then like go for it or anything like that.
No,
You know-
it's not that. It's not that. Is man been asking woman to, hey, stop being a hoe? Nope. Start cooking? Nope. Go cleaning? Nope. Everything we are pushing is not working because we don't dictate culture. Y'all are doing that. I need 100,000. I need 6 feet to the point the man is breaking legs and getting motherfucking fillers to look taller and go to the gym and do this. Like y'all dictating culture. So if y'all dictating culture, y'all should, since y'all change most of the things on the last 50 years, you should change this too. But there's the thing, you know why you don't change? Because you don't care. Like deep down, Zarax,
No.
like woman might say something in front of the cameras because they don't want to be perceived as monsters, but I don't think it even registers when Omi is saying that his first sexual experience was at 6 or 7. I don't think most women even register the level of like, oh shit, this is fucked up. They will say it, but there's no emotional. See what I'm saying? There's no
passion or emotion.
there's no visceral reaction to it. It's kind of more of a superficial. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, the most I see them get mad, but they don't ever like cry about it or nothing. They're just, it might be a shocked and appalled at best.
Well, I don't see, but then if he talks, about it to other guys, they get, oh, good job. Oh, like, what are we saying here? At least we can empathize, but then, what else can we do? If, the men need to go, that's not good. I think men has to be the on the front lines for this one.
Y'all need to do that. Because y'all the one changing laws. Every time a kid that touches teacher touches a kid, y'all need to push for the person to get as much years as the man. Because the men, like you don't have to push us to do the man thing. We are checking other men. We are the first ones to push other men to get NFL book. So if you're policing another man, why can't you police the other woman? Why can you push for a woman to be more punished? Why can you push? See what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Okay, I didn't see it that way. Okay.
Like we are the ones pushing this, not woman. We said rapists and kid touchers are going to be punished in every state, in liberty, in jail, in court. We are going to punish you as men. It's your job as a woman to do the same thing with women. And if you don't
Well,
do
yeah,
it,
though, but women, for the most part, yeah, we are. I mean, who's to say that we're not disgusted and we're not, that we should be lenient on women teacher? No,
you
like,
don't. You know why I know you don't? Cardi B wouldn't be on the position she is if she was a man. When she was drugging guys and setting them up with trans and all that, she wouldn't be on. If he was a man, you're done. This kill Bill Cosby career. This kill like Bill Cosby is way sublime. Bill Cosby should be the hero of the United States. And look at what happened to him. Michael Jackson with allegations, everybody on his neck. Like when it comes to females doing egregious behavior, women don't check other women. Because if that was the case, Cardi B married the PDF file. No, sorry, Nicki Minaj. No, 1 second. Nicki Minaj, and she has one of the biggest armies. Like this should be a no-no. Damn, our queen is getting with somebody that touched kids. We're never supporting her again. You know what they do? They fill out arenas and they give her millions of dollars per year. This is woman. Women are kind of empathetic towards other women and animals. When it comes to men, and there's a very place that you can see this. You know those paternity cards that we can cover because they are a part of something. Mm-hmm. You are not the father. You know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Murray.
Look at the woman in the crowd, and look at the man. The women are laughing. See what I'm saying? It's not even they do the he's a hoe. It's funny for them.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, The View. A guy, something happened to him. His wife cut his balls, his dick, and threw the shit to the forest, whatever it was.
Oh, huh.
What were they doing?
Mm.
Laughing about it. Mm. But if I do if the story was the opposite, this will be cancellation immediately. So that's the thing is empathy shouldn't be selective. You see what I'm saying? You should be more. You shouldn't have more empathy for dogs than you have for people. And the day that women have empathy for men, all of these laws are changed. The day that woman in my saying, let's go to the divorce court and to the family court, and we're going to make sure that men have a fair thing. The same way we push them to have fair access to colleges and to jobs and to this, we're going to do this so there's 50-50 and we move to the sunset. Most women are against that shit. They don't want to lose the leverage. They don't want to lose the power. Matter of fact, they want to punish the man for the thousands of years that they think men oppress them or repress them. They don't want equality at all.
Yeah, I'm right. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
She's kidding, but she's
She's
serious.
kidding. Let my woman live.
She joking.
Now you fighting. That's great.
That's what I've been saying all along. Is that right? Glad you admitted it. Took Fatty to draw it out of you. But yeah, man. Fatty said it. I can't say it better than he did. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But what do you think about what he said, though, Zyrex?
No, I get what he's. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, maybe we need women, especially if you claim to be a feminist. You want. Of course, there's no such thing as 100% equality, but the whole point of it is to try to have as much quality as possible. And yeah, I do agree that feminists need to fight harder for men. Just there are some parts that where there's inequality, and yeah, women need to do something about that. I definitely agree. I mean, I've always said this, but then you just don't believe me. That's why we always go back and forth.
You went straight to victimhood? That's crazy. I was just about to be like, yeah, all right, Zyrex.
No, you threw the shot first, like, oh, oh, fatty, you understand. But even though I told you this a while back,
That's not what I said. I didn't say any of that.
That's
yes, you
not.
did.
No, you
Did y'all hear
didn't.
me say that?
No.
Wow.
No, you didn't say it in the exact verse, but then you said, even though even though I
I've been
said this,
trying to tell Jaja this or something like that.
yeah. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
I said this is what I said, and tell me when I'm wrong. I said, "Hey, Fatty said it all. He said it better than I could." And then you said something. I said it took Fatty to bring that out of you. When you
Well, you
finally
were going to say that, but you didn't get a chance.
yeah. So I don't know what you
See,
talking
so that was right then.
Hey, Tara, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Life is a journey, not a destination.
Oh my goodness.
Life is a highway. I won't ride it.
All night long.
There it is.
But Cyrus, y'all actually can show your goodwill. Like when a woman touches keys and go to jail, y'all should beat their ass first day.
Right.
And yeah, like see what I'm saying? It's very simple. Because those women there for fighting and shit, I guarantee you they're vans,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, you
But
think
they're-
that? You know how they say like when the guys go to prison, the male prisoners beat them. You think that goes the same thing in the female prison? I mean, like a female prisoner goes in jail.
Damn, there's little what I said. Why you repeated me?
He was
I
saying
really
that.
talking like out the court, not in the
Woman-
jail. Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
he was saying that woman ain't got to worry about getting her head beat in for sleeping with one of her students. I never.
Oh,
heard
okay. Oh,
One
And
thing is like,
they get less time too. They get way
yes,
less.
if a man touches a girl, he goes to jail. Motherfucker can get 30 days, 1 year. That's actually the best way for him to not even make it outside, because people are going to know, and they're going to know that he was under convicted by an heinous crime, and people are going to make sure that it doesn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
I need women to do this shit.
I don't really hear stories about female prisoners.
Yeah,
Women will faster put their hands on a man than on another woman. Even though the domestic rates are higher when it comes to woman, they will rather put hands on women that not committing crimes or anything like that just because it's like some love shit than actually put their hands on criminals.
Mm.
I know Zyrex ain't putting her hands on nobody.
See, always throwing a shot. See, this is what I mean.
Right?
And
Quiet.
Nino always
No,
want to act like a
look,
victim when I throw a shot.
Like you said,
You're a victim.
if it don't fly, let it fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Zyrex said she was
apply.
an angry driver, I didn't believe her, but up to today, I kind of do.
Oh my
Facts though, because he did say that, and I was like, "Ain't no way." Yeah, I see it.
She
now.
got serious road rage because people up.
Alicia says, Zyrex is the nicest person I know. And then she does the sleep knot. Marilyn Manson. No. That's crazy. It's kind of fucked up.
I apologize, Nino.
So if you ain't the
Aw.
one to like cut in front of somebody and then get out your car and be like, "What did fool?" You don't do that, dude.
I don't
No.
believe in this.
I'll flip them off though.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, you weren't supposed to admit to that part.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie.
You're better than Cammy for not lying. Thank you, Zyrex.
Yeah, point.
I said first thing that I did before, but whatever. Yeah.
Why are you lying to us?
What?
We
Yo,
know you
back
curse. We know you
I
curse.
said I
You
don't curse.
grown.
Well, like I say, like B F words. No, I don't do that.
What S word?
I said F word.
What F word?
You come on, duck, it rhymes with duck and then itch. You know what I mean?
I think I get it. I think I decoded it. I don't know.
Man, I'm talking about curse words. You know
Yeah,
what?
man.
What other the B word that rhymes with itch. Just put the B in front of
Everybody
it.
in the chat is like, "Huh? What is he talking about?"
Why don't you
You
say
know
you are
what?
21? Say it.
I don't use foul language. So
I'll
that's
say with you.
how I talk. I ain't doing that. I pass to the words that I usually go to. I know. Yeah.
That's right, Kenny. Tell him you don't use those. You don't use that language.
They're not going to say it. That's crazy.
Well, sucker and sucker task. I tell you
Till
what.
she slip up one day.
Oh,
No,
she
I
did it
haven't.
before.
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
did not. What are you talking about?
If you don't cuss at right now, you can't cuss later. So
Mm-hmm.
cussing is a young person game.
Something do make things more
And then you perfect it as you
funnier,
get older.
but mm-hmm.
To where your cuss words don't even offend people. They can feel your emotions.
I mean, don't let them influence you, Cammy. Stay classy.
Yeah. But
Your cuss word is
that
definitely
B
gonna be
word
funny.
Mhm.
hurts to my core. I hate that word, bro. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that your cuss word is definitely gonna be funny because you ain't gonna sound right saying them.
Yep. You don't have like 3 years of awkwardness.
Mm.
They're like, Jeremy, what time we leaving today? I'd be like, man, shit. They'd be like, I already know. 12 hours. That's off how you said it.
That's a fact. Well, I guess that's it, man. We can wrap this one up. I appreciate, y'all ladies coming through for the debate. Let me play the sad music right quick.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Sorry, I had to take that L. You know what I mean?
And let me say this real quick,
Definitely
right?
not
Let me say this real quick before I go, right? I'm sorry, Zarex, for Cammy not having your back during the whole debate. That was kind of fucked up.
What?
We were
She was
fighting for
holding-
your life, and she literally was on her
she-
phone. She was like, I'm very sad, Zarex, that this is the level of loyalty that you have to deal with. Every time she gets in trouble, you are there to enable bad behavior and to say, no, Cammy is right. And as soon as you get in the ropes and Nino is, she just disappears. Hey, I would get a meeting with the Rizz Academy because I would think this.
She was been do, bro. She was stepping on her own route. She was scared, Jaja.
Sure.
She been doing
Of
her
course.
thing. Yo, fat. I despise you, bro. I
Sure.
you.
You got a point, though. He did disappear. I thought she was going to have your back. I was ready for her. I was ready to slap her down, too.
She had me running down the hallway like, get back in here. I found her in the chat. I'm like, get back in here.
Hell no.
Yo, Jay, was you stay be snitching on Nino? Shut your mouth. Talk about loyalty. Like,
Whatever. Snitch on me about what? You shouldn't snitch on. What you about to say, is that right?
I was gonna say, we're still gonna have that crossover, debate, right? About not having kids.
selfish?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all gotta do that.
And I mean, I don't mind winning that again for a second time. That's cool.
Oh, my God. Well,
Jay Will says he's in the
Jay
chat.
Will.
Yeah, he has.
in the chat. You can do that.
I think I need to change our competitors. I think it should be Jay Wills versus somebody else.
Hey, Batman, why they don't invite us for their parties? That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Because we're right here, right?
Y'all always invited, man. What do you mean? It's like,
damn.
They could have tagged you in, Fatty.
I got a goddamn room talking about why we ain't invited. Nigga, you live here. What you talking about?
This could actually be a three versus three. Nino, you, Cammy, and Fatty, and then Batman, Nino, Jay Wills.
Wait. Why you put me on? Why would you put me on Cammy team? Why do I?
You're right, Fatty. I should have asked. Do you think not having kids is selfish?
No means no. Having kids is selfish.
Not having kids.
Honestly, it depends. I don't want to go to be like me, the road person. It depends on your motives. I don't have an opinion about it. Some people actually being selfish, actually having kids because they want to have the kids so bad that has nothing to do with being a mother. Is just to be a kid. I want to put somebody on this world. There's guys that says, I want to be a dad, but then they don't want to be a father. They just want to be a dad. Mm-hmm. I think that's selfish. You had multiple kids. You are spreading your seed. You just don't want the responsibility of actually raising those kids. So I would say if you look at my case, I'm clearly being selfish because I'm putting myself first. But you can tell me I'm more selfish than Jay Prince from the Milwaukee Gutters with 3 kids. That
Okay.
literally defeats anybody point that motherfucker having kids to pay his motherfucking bills and to get Section 8 and EBT, which is extremely selfish. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, any last words, y'all? Before we get up
Oh,
out of here?
what about Jeremy? So let me ask Jeremy. What about you, Jeremy? What do you think?
Oh, true.
Um, it does depend, but honestly, I think that you're more selfish when you insist upon having kids, but when you insist upon doing it while you're married. And the reason why I say this is because it is a legacy thing for me.
Mhm.
So, I mean, just I know we're not supposed to take it that way, but we are saying how we feel about it. But yeah, I see them as my legacy. So it's like I'm extremely selfish about that. That was a no go for me. If my wife had said, "Hey, I don't want to have kids," we wouldn't be married. Now, how much more selfish can you be? So yeah, selfish ain't a bad thing.
I know.
No, it's not.
It's just the reasons of why you're selfish. Are you selfish because you're greedy? Are you selfish because you are orderer? Are you selfish? Like putting yourself first is not bad.
All right.
The problem is again the intentions of putting yourself first. Are you putting yourself first because you believe that that's the best way of living without problems, or you putting yourself first at the expense of other people? That's when I feel like that actually becomes problematic. Is when
Yeah,
you putting yourself first actually hurts people that are going to be put on the back burner,
yeah. That's
aka your kids.
when I looked it up. That was a requirement for the meaning of selfishness. Is you make a decision at the expense of someone else, or someone else is affected by your choice, but you make it anyway, and you only have your wants and wishes at mine. That's selfish. But to me, like having a kid or not having a kid is a choice of mine. If I don't set up a pact with somebody to have their child, me deciding not to have a child is not a selfish choice. It's no different than if I want to buy a car and I can afford a Toyota Camry, but I bought a Honda Civic instead. I'm not selfish because somebody wanted me to get a goddamn Camry. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the Honda Civic. I bought that motherfucker, and it's mine. I mean, I didn't make a selfish choice. It's just a choice, and I have a right to make whatever choice I want in my life. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if you decide you don't want to have kids for whatever reason, it's not a selfish choice. It's just a choice. It only becomes selfish when it affects someone else. And if nobody else is like depending on you to have a kid, I just don't see how it's selfish.
Well, that's how it would be selfish in my point of view, because if my wife had really wanted to marry me, right, but she didn't really want to have kids, I really wouldn't have married her.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have hurt her, if she really wanted to be with me. So that in that instance, it hurts other people.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, right? Like, say I don't want kids. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
I deal with somebody, I would tell them, hey, I don't want no kids. If they choose to still deal with me after that, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But they know that that's not what I want. Now, if I was to get with them and not tell them that was my idea, then that would be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like the I would think the decision to either not disclose that information or to pretend like that information wasn't valid, like, oh yeah, I'll have kids, just to only turn around and say, no, I don't want kids. I think that choice is a selfish choice. But the actual choice of whether or not you're going to have them, that's just a personal choice. No different than if I decide I want to wear blue jeans or brown jeans. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way I look at it. It's just a choice. It's not really a selfish choice. It's just what's best for me.
Yes, people will virtual signal, like they'll virtual signal bad intentions, and they will vice signal actually good intentions. Like if a woman says, "I don't want to have kids because I think I'm going to be a terrible mother and I'm lazy," that's vice signal that actually becomes altruistic and selfish because you don't want to fuck up your kid's life if you put him there. People will sell it as you being selfish, but it's actually the most selfless thing that you can do. You are a fuck up, so you don't want to raise another fuck up. And there are other people that will say it's having kids is the most beautiful thing in the world, and they give him a tablet for their end, and there's visual signaling in front of everybody. But when you see how actually they raise their kids, the tablet and the mother and the grandmother and the nanny and all these are actually the mother of the kids. So, like I said, is that question is a very layered question that I can give you a yes, he's selfish or no, he's selfish. Like it depends on the intention, man. It's like a punch. Is a punch bad? If you punch an old lady for no reason, kind of fucked up. But if you punch a guy that is attacking your kids and you try to save it, it's actually a good punch to do more. So that's kind of the type of question.
What if the old lady was trying to attack your kid?
You didn't have to, but you could just shove her and break her hip.
Give her a little bump.
Nah, she got a sandwich.
No, just stick out on your feet.
She's gonna get popped too. Equal left and right. Sorry.
Let me give a shout out to Smell the Roses. We just hit the Cash App. She said for the tip, John. Appreciate that, Smell the Roses. Hit me with the $5. Let me play the video for her right quick. Then we can do final thoughts and get up out of here.
Support is honorable at Nino Nation.
All right. Any final words, y'all?
No, I'm good. I already said all mine.
We are recruiting 21-year-olds to hang around with Cammy because we're too dangerous.
Yeah.
So if you are a 21-year-old watching this, please send an email to jointheuntouchables as a toddler at gmail.com.
Yo, I hate you.
We are the future.org.
Yes. We are not old at untouchables.com.
No. Great show, man. Great show. Fun debates and stuff like that. Shout out to Jaja giving you that work, man. She did it all by herself, man. You know,
You ain't even here to debate, Brian.
Yo, I was literally listening. Yo, I got wireless headphones, you know what I mean? Earpiece, so I heard everything.
Oh, you flexing on us? That's fucked up.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Somebody get them for you?
No, I got it myself. Yo.
Is your brain wireless too? Because where is it?
You're on the charger right
Your
now.
brain. Give me your brain. But
Whoa, hey, yo.
That was very. See?
Talking about Cammy.
That's my final thoughts. Grace.
Yeah, lend me your final thoughts for the
Yeah, that was fucked up. Let me go on mute. I'm a victim.
Zyrax, any last words?
Yeah, first, thank you for the late and sorry for being thank you for the debate and sorry for being late. I knew I was gonna be late, but thank you to of course Jeremy and Thaddy for modding.
I didn't do it for free. I'm going to be paid.
And again, Nino.
The cabin said they're gonna pay me, so
Yo, I got orange soda for you.
At least not Skittles.
Imagine paying people with Fanta. That's so fucked up. That's crazy.
That's better than Pepsi. You better watch your mouth.
You don't know what you're missing with orange soda.
boss.
And of course, thank you, Nino, for the again. Thank you, Nino, and of course, again, my apologies for blowing up.
Apologies, please. No more apologies. You know, it's all good. Was that it though? My bad.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right. Well, it was a fun one. I appreciate Fatty for coming through. Batman, of course, for coming through. Appreciate Cammy for coming through, doing her thing, and of course, Lady Zyrax for fighting the good fight. It's been a fun one. I wish I had a little more energy, but I think I had enough to, handle business today. Until the next time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. I'm out.
my, how I wish to cry every time we say goodbye.